feet. Little lizard feet running down a heavily overgrown forest path. McFari. Tiny little chicken legs going as fast as they will carry him. Ahead of you, somewhere, the valley of the Think-Maker where your companions have gone. He said for them to wait, but did they wait? No, off they went. Nevertheless, you have managed to make good speed through the jungle, down the trail. And now, ahead of you, the road begins to clear. The jungle spreading out and opening to a valley. A figure pops out from the undergrowth just to one side. You recognize it as Draco, one of Bengal's little halfling scouts.
Oh, okay. I run towards him.
That's right.
Okay. Hello, Draco.
Hello. Well, there's problems.
There usually are.
Yeah. They went in there to see some halfling.
Went in where? I'm sorry, I just got here.
He points toward the valley.
Okay.
And there was all this talk of meeting him at moonrise, and he sort of gestures toward the starry heavens, and you can indeed see that the little moon Ral is high overhead.
Okay.
But they went into that temple down there, and he points down on the valley floor. You can see a number of small buildings, and you weren't here last session, so I'm going to put back up the map of the valley, if I can find the damn thing. There we go. He gestures toward down from the. You guys are kind of just here at the where the stream comes in.
Oh, there.
He gestures, he gestures toward this, to this small building. Right. And from this distance, you can see that it's little more than a series of columns with a broken roof over a stone platform.
Gotcha.
They went in there through some kind of magic doorway, and they've not come out. I saw Pakk walking away from it later.
Who's Pakk?
Pakk's the Think-Maker. Pakk's the halfling. They've come to see. I'm going to slit his throat if I wasn't terrified of him.
So he's captured all of them?
He's done something to them. I think so.
How many of you are left out here?
Bingle Bangle said all 6 of us should remain on guard. So we did.
Okay.
So you're going to save them, right?
I'm going to try.
Good. What are you going to do? And you realize there's 5 faces behind him in the undergrowth, all staring expectantly at you.
Well, first I'm going to get a better lay of the land. There's no point rushing in without getting a better sense.
And Draco looks at you as if this is just crazy talk, but okay.
Hands to us falling to our deaths.
I'm about to do exactly that.
Exactly, yeah. What's Pakk's lair? What does that look like?
So that is I haven't shown the picture of this actually, although I did describe people going into it. Are you going to head down there and have a look?
Well, I mean, what can I see from this distance?
So from this distance, it appears to be some kind of structure. You see marble platforms and large amounts of brambleweed hedges concealing some kind of interior structure. The water runs through it. You glimpse canals and pools and.
So it's not a pyramid or anything like that. It's not taller than the rest of the landscape.
Okay. Again, a low.
And is it a jungle or? Is all of this jungle?
All around you can see all the trees around here are the edges of the jungle where the clearing finally gives way within the depression of the valley itself, and there are scattered trees about the.
So there's cover to be had on the way there.
There absolutely is. Yes, very much so.
Okay, all right. Do I see any other figures walking around? Do I see Pakk?
You do not see Pakk. You think you spot 1 or 2 other small diminutive figures, halflings almost certainly, wandering about down the exterior, coming into and out of the hedges that surround this central structure. The whole place looks really quite calm and idyllic, actually.
I turn to the halflings with me. You see those halflings walking around near the center?
Yeah, they're his followers, his students of the way, he says.
Right. If any of them come towards this upper building, this building over here, I point there, get in their way.
Draco looks around to the others. Do you hear that? We have to get in their way. And the halflings all start chattering and hooting to each other excitedly.
Okay, but only if they make a move first.
Yeah. And
don't go starting anything.
The six of them bleed off into the... You realize you're talking to a tree.
Oh, God. What have I done?
There is a sudden blackness envelops you as you plummet through the dimensional door. Tin, Ra, Portak, Matthias, and Bungal. There was the sound of Tin rapidly calling upon the elements, and air swirls around him, carrying him aloft. The rest of you plummet a good 30 feet and slam into what must be an immense nest of brambleweed, the huge thorny plant known for its vicious spines, which as soon as you slam into it, the brambles almost naturally begin to coil around you, and you can feel over the course of a few moments them all across your body, rapidly eroding your stone skins. All of you have one round before the ever so rapidly tightening coils of the brambleweed destroy your stone skins with the death of 1,000 cuts, death of 1,000 picks. How do you wish to proceed in that round? There's no need to roll for initiative. I'll just go from the top of my little list to the bottom. Bingle Bangle, anything you would like to do other than?
Yeah, I want to get out. Get out.
You want to get out?
I want to get out.
Okay.
I have acrobatics. Can I maybe sort of weave my way through, sort of miss the thorns, as it were, and slip my way out?
Yeah, you can make the acrobatics roll, but at a -5 penalty, so you need a 15 or lower.
Okay. Wow, I wish my sheet would load.
Can we just roll a d20 for you right
now?
No,
I got it.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
I did it.
You've got a d20 if you need
I do have a d20. I'm going to re-roll. Bada bing, bada boom.
Larry...
Yes! Oh, perfect.
Awesome.
Exactly by 1. Okay. You realize that going in one direction will make it worse, but then, inspired, you turn in the other direction and manage to crawl your way between the brambles until you are up against the side wall of what must be the subterranean chamber into which you have fallen. Let me just... Okay, that's frozen. Great. Perfect timing.
While you're doing that...
As a halfling, you do not have infravision, so the interior of the chamber is unfortunately completely dark for you. But you can sense that there must be a mass.
I'm pretty sure I have a lantern. No, or do I? No, I don't. I thought I did.
Tin, you have managed to hold yourself aloft with your fly spell. The elements of air surrounding you. What do you want to do? Actually, that will be your action for the round, won't it? Macfari is running. Matthias. What about you?
Just quickly, thank you to Larry for redeeming a D6, which goes to Bengal, and thank you to the Duck Pond for raiding. Welcome, guys.
Hello, Duck Pond.
Thank
you, Larry.
To acrobatics, but can I also do something else?
Well, that depends what it is.
Use my psionics.
No, one or the other.
I'll use my acrobatics then.
Okay. Again, -5 penalty to crawl out from between the brambles before they start to do actual damage to you. Your stone skins, however, are all gone. Oh my goodness, no!
I'm using my D20 as well.
Go on then.
There you go.
Yes, there you go. Okay, similarly inspired, you follow down the small tunnel that Bengal has opened before you and crawl to the side. You slump up against the interior of... It's a stone wall you can feel in all directions. You can hear the sound of the halflings, small, tense breathing next to you. You, however, do have infravision, unless you took it away during your character creation process.
I've still got it.
No, okay. So you can make out that you are in a large chamber, some 50 feet across. It's actually hemispherical, so flat floor, and the walls rise up above. There, you can look around just at the extremities of your vision. There appear to be no exits. The brambleweed is a monstrous specimen, filling the entirety of the lower part of the chamber and rising its thorny tendrils up. They appear to be moving with some degree of sentience, you think. Perhaps wondering where dinner has gone. Portek.
Portek commands his earth elemental, who came down with him,
Yes.
to create a path for him, and he walks behind the earth elemental to the side of the wall.
Okay. You can hear the earth elemental. But, or the earth equivalent thereof. Nevertheless, you allow it to forge a path, and it lumbers its way over to join your companions against the wall of the chamber. And finally, Ra.
I am unaware of what Ra would be able to know, considering she can't see.
Well, only Matthias can see anyway. So you've surrounded by darkness, a thorny mass enveloping you. You can hear the sound of rustling and moving as your companions try and get away from the thorns, but that's about it.
Do I know if I'm relatively close to the ground of which we were falling down, and we were kind of enveloped by these weeds?
You have no idea, no.
Damn. I'm gonna try and follow where I can hear the rustling of them heading to is.
Okay.
And just try and make my way over to where they are, because I have no idea.
Okay, no problem. Lacking any acrobatic skill, however, it's going to be a little harder for you.
Yep.
Just cut your way through there.
Well, I was thinking that, but I'm worried it's going to drop anyone else. Even if I'm last, I don't know that I'm last. Oh, sorry. Where I'm trying to find it on my sheet. The skill. Where are you? I don't know where I'm looking for these skills.
You don't have acrobatics.
Oh, so do I just roll a flat d20?
Yeah, you can roll me so it'll be against your dex and at -5. So you need to get a 7 or lower.
9.
Unfortunate. You force your way through the brambles. Damage for a full patch of brambleweed. Any individual patch can have up to 100 thorns within it. So, Ra, you take 16 points of damage. That's a lucky roll. My God, that could have been a lot higher.
Oh my days. Okay.
The sum of a stonekins then.
Stoneskin, yeah, no, the Stoneskin is gone with the impact, and then forcing her way through the brambles, she takes
that's a lucky roll.
100 damage. I rolled a 16. That's actually quite disappointing. That takes you down to 136 hit points. Oh dear, that actually kind of hurts a little bit. You realize that could have been a lot worse. The rest of you see Ra staggering out of the brambleweed, bleeding quite literally from dozen wounds or more all over her body. Neither is larger than a small pinprick, but the blood streams down her skin in thin rivulets. Macfari, you drop into your natural camouflage and move noiselessly across the valley floor until you arrive at the small temple. As I said before, it's a platform of stone rising up above the valley floor. Broken columns surround it with a stone roof on top. Kind of, Greek Acropolis style, but
Right.
And you can see emblems across it here and there that, in your limited understanding of these matters, suggest that it was a place of worship of the moon.
Gotcha. Any sign of this Pakk individual?
No sign of Pakk, no sign of your companions, no sign of the magic door that Drico was going on about. Simply a smooth stone surface.
Can I use my ability to detect magic and illusions? My rogue skill.
Give me a detect magic roll, please, using your rogue skill.
Where are we? sure this is still accurate. That should be yes. Okay, so
I have it at 65%.
yes, but how do I actually do the roll? Because it says
I'll do one for you.
roll armor, but there's no armor button.
There you go.
Sorry.
88. No, so you are trying to tune your senses.
What about illusions?
Similarly, I'll just give you a quick roll for that.
Mm-hmm.
No illusions here. No, everything that around you appears to be as it should be.
And then
Okay, back in the chamber below. You have positioned yourselves together up against the inside wall of the dark chamber. What do you guys want to do?
Tin, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Can I see down, and do I see any of this happening?
So Tin, lacking in vision yourself, it's a complete darkness. You can hear the sound of the bramble weed, like old wood crushing against each other, and of course Portek's voice.
Well, I was gonna say, can someone get a light on or something?
And given that statement,
Portek gets out his wand and removes the coverage around it, and the continual light spell appears.
When did Portek get a wand?
It's not a wand. It is a stick with a continual light spell on it.
Right,
it's
okay.
just a stick with a fancy.
You're not Harry Potter then. Okay.
No.
seeing this light source
I
arrive,
need it for a spell, but it's also handy to have some light.
Yeah.
Am I able to fly to them safely with this new light source?
Yes.
Is anyone still in the mess, as it were?
No.
Okay, then I'll just fly right on down to them and just land nicely there. Is everyone okay?
Yeah, you're all kind of literally pressed against the outer wall with the thorns just inches from your faces. But
is it? So then I'll say, instead of landing it, like looking around, can I see a way out other than them just kind of like this?
No, kind of like I said, hemispherical chamber, no exits, and actually, it's getting hard to breathe now you think about it.
Portek starts a weird guttural rumbling sound, and it takes a little while for you to realize he is talking in some weird language to the earth elemental.
Can
he asks the earth elemental in Terran to explain to him where we are, because I'm pretty sure the earth elemental knows exactly where we are in regards to the surface.
Lie below temple, 100 feet beneath the surface of the earth.
Please excavate a tunnel in a diagonal fashion up so that we can walk out of here, please.
Yes, stop. And it turns toward the wall and begins pounding against the wall. McFlurry, you actually hear this. The ground shakes. Something else is going on down below.
They're killing my friends.
Oh, God, it kills my metal body. Does anyone else want to do anything while Portek is instructing his stone?
I would say to Tin, is this where Corginard was? And I look for a body.
I just know he was here. I don't know if he's here. I don't know if he's down here. He could be under all this. But I don't know.
You see nobody here, Matthias.
Can anyone tell me if there's more of a drop down after the weeds?
I've no idea. I'll look, but...
No, the weeds appear to be on the floor, growing out of, and you can kind of make it out in the center of the mass of brambles, a thick root, easily the width of Ra's entire torso, coming up through the earth, and the brambles spread out from that in all directions. A monster of a plant.
Tin.
And did you say that it's still kind of moving and weaving its way towards us, trying to find us?
It's sort of juddering ever so slightly. You're not sure whether it really is moving or whether it's just the after result of the impact of you guys slamming into it.
I'm gonna try to talk to Plant and see if I can sense whether it's trying to kill us or just exists.
Okay, the spell or your natural ability?
My natural ability.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You attune your mind to the movement of the thorns, the twisting of the branches, the rising and surging of the sap. It hungers. It is desperate for the sun, desperate for water, more desperate for your blood. And yes, you can sense that it can move, but at an incredibly slow rate. It would take the rest of the day probably for it to move its thorns across the floor actually to where you are, only a foot away.
This definitely wants us dead. If we're burrowing through this wall, we could potentially be giving it a way out.
Anything from Matthias or Bingle Bangle in the meantime, by the way?
Just asking, Tin, is this thing immune to poison? Maybe I could just kill it here.
I don't know that.
Almost certainly it's going to be immune to poison. Yes.
I would assume most plants are going to be immune to a great number of things. Do we need to destroy it? Are you
exactly? Is it a threat to us? No, I would not waste your.
Where's Corginard? He said Corginard was down here.
No, he said Corginard's down here, but we don't. He also said he was going to help us, so
he was lying.
I couldn't exactly take.
He was lying. He's trying to kill us. He's trying to kill us. It's obvious.
So we have to find a way to get out of here then.
That's what we're doing right now. My Earth Elemental is trying to get... We're 100 meters around under the ground, under the temple. 100 feet.
Yeah, and your Elemental is... You would assume that it will take it... let me see here. Where are we? Earth. 90. You reckon it'll take it another couple of rounds to reach the surface?
Sure.
So, okay. In that time, McFarry, you can definitely hear something down below, a low pounding, grinding rumble that's getting nearer to the surface.
Okay, I will wait in as much cover as possible, see if I spot anything out of any movement, any sign of my friends or of this Pakk fellow.
Okay.
I want, when this thing with the Earth Elemental is underway, I'm going to announce to everybody I'm going to make us invisible. So just so we know. That if they come back to try and find us, that they will have more difficulty to locate us. So everybody stand around me. Yeah.
Outside McFarry, you do notice a couple of what must be Pakk's halfling followers walking from the central building along the path toward the temple, perhaps sent to check on what's going on. They get within about 300 feet of the temple when out of one of those nearby trees, a pair of Bengal's halflings suddenly appear. There is a flurry of darts, one frightened, and then it's over. And their bodies are dragged back into the undergrowth without another sound.
Nice.
The elemental grumbles back down the shaft that it is only a few feet away from cresting the surface. Portek, you give your announcement about invisibility. The rest of you gather around him.
Yes.
I will put the invisibility on Bengal. That allows me at least some time to cast spells without making you all invisible.
Is it a 10-foot radius?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So what are the rules for being invisible? Can I
As soon as you attack, you become visible. Everybody else, the same thing. But you remain invisible the longest.
Okay, sick. How many rounds would that be then?
Oh, as long as you don't attack.
Oh, right.
For the whole day, yeah.
Wow, cool. You never saw me again.
We're all
Check it
suddenly
out.
invisible.
Spend the rest of his existence.
Bye! They're like, okay, Bengal, we need you to do something. Bengal? Bengal? He's been gone for like 5 minutes.
Makes the right choice that we all should have made.
Got to Bengal in the forest. Just having a drink.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Portek, you whisper the words of magic and see green lambent energy streak out from the brambleweed, actually. And right nearest to you, the branches that are nearest to you wilt. Not enough to kill them, but enough for you to draw energy from them. There's nothing else down here after all. You realize, of course, that should you so wish, you could take a little more and it would kill the thing outright.
I don't think that is necessary.
You don't think it's necessary?
I'm absolutely sure that's not. I'm absolutely sure that is not necessary.
I don't know. You want to give it a second? Just consider the options a little bit.
No.
Okay. You resist
Bad
the lure
DM.
to defile, and before long, you and your companions are rendered completely invisible. Lucan, yes, things that you hold go invisible as well. As long as it's within your normal carrying allowance, then yeah.
No, it's just your body and all your possessions just float along.
I was going to say, do I
They
have to get
can't see
naked
us,
like
we're
in
so
Fantastic
sneaky.
Four?
Vortex, like, did I mention you have to take your clothes off, everybody?
Wait.
Okay, so you make your way up the shaft, carved out by the earth elemental. Macfari, on the surface, behind the Temple of Rao, the ground bursts open.
Okay.
And an elemental comes striding out and just stands there.
Okay.
Not moving.
I wait to see what happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Do I see any footprints?
The elemental is invisible too, Mark,
Why?
because he's part of the party and within 10 feet, right?
Oh, so okay, you're saying close behind the elemental. Gotcha.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
In that case, do I see anything
Just
on the
a second,
floor?
Second. The elemental. Can I just ask you? Is it lesser, standard, or greater?
It's a normal. I can cast a greater one.
So standard.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the lower half of the elemental is invisible. You see the upper half, but
It's that big.
floating out of the.
We are so discreet.
Does that mean that my head is visible?
I actually thought about that. You're not 13 feet high. You're not. What are you, like 12 feet high? And Bagal is about 13. So actually, the invisibility stops just about a foot
Okay.
above your head. Yeah. So
But if I jump, I just like.
if you
hello.
jump, you're like. Woo!
Nice. You just see a Latulis come out of like the top somewhere and then disappear
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
How did
exactly.
they know where we were?
So I see
And
a
you can hear-
halfling. I see an earth elemental.
Only the top half.
And the top
Maybe
of
I
the
should sit on Ra's head because then it would look like I was floating. Ooh.
And furthermore, of course, Macfari, you can hear them. None of them is being particularly silent.
Yeah.
You can hear the clank and clatter of Ra's heightened
Okay.
armor. Bagal kind of giggling to himself. Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm
the
going
rest
to.
of you, as you emerge from the tunnel, Macfari is standing there like,
I'm camouflaged and hiding in shadows, so no.
oh, okay. Right. So no one can see anyone.
I will say, as coming out, Mark.
We're like, where the fuck is Macfari?
I would start using
Welcome to my
observation to
world.
see if
Macfari's like,
anything's
where
around
are
the
they?
area, because I don't,
No,
want
I
to
know where
spy.
you guys are because the earth elemental kind of gave that away,
Oh,
and
I
I
mean,
hear your
yeah,
voices.
but you don't know that that's us. That could be
can hear you
completely
guys.
unrelated.
I'm not an idiot.
Sorry, Tim. What was that?
No, I said upon coming out, I would immediately be going into, kind of tactical mode, like immediately using observation to check the surrounding area to see how screwed we are in about a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Tin, can you actually just make me a wisdom check, please?
Sure, if I ever get to my damn sheet and it wants to play.
We should probably be using Foundry instead.
I clicked it. Will it ever roll?
There you
I
go.
don't know.
Yes, good. Okay, right. You actually spot where Macfari is hiding. Your perception is good enough that you just
You serious?
notice-
What?
Yep. You just notice a vague chicken-shaped outline under one of the nearby trees.
Just hear something.
I'll put my
sticking
hand
out somewhere.
We're able to speak while in invisibility, right?
Yeah.
And if you step away from Bingle Bangle, then you become visible.
I will just whisper to the group, don't react to McFarry's standing right over there.
Okay.
And I'll motion in the direction that McFarry's in.
Oh, cool.
Are you guys able to see each other within the invisibility sphere?
No.
No,
So motioning is completely pointless. In other words,
no.
Where is he?
Know that.
So looking around, do I see anything else that shows that something could be amiss or something's heading for us?
No.
I will step away from the invisibility since we're completely unable to communicate in it. And the second you see me, including McFarry, I'm just going to go like this and point literally in the direction of McFarry.
None of you knows
do
what
that?
I really have no idea what he's like. Where? I can't see.
You can talk. Why don't you talk?
I am talking. I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
You see?
I'm
Well,
very
you don't
confused.
see my lips.
Guys, let's not waste our time here. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I will lean towards McFarry. We need to go.
Where are we going
now?
Out of this valley and somewhere else where we can prepare for whatever is coming.
Okay.
At the moment, I'm depleted of spells, and we need to have a plan to actually deal with these guys. These guys killed Corginard. It's obvious, right?
Has anyone seen my halflings?
Oh yeah.
Oh. And how are they doing?
They're right over there.
What? Having lunch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of lunch,
Good
it's
for them.
very possible that was a halfling. The halfling probably ate Corginard. I mean, did anybody else consider that?
How rude.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just managing to succeed amazingly.
That is so prejudiced.
That is they tried to kill us. This is where Corginard died. I didn't see a body where, quote unquote, a body should be, or where that. It's very possible that a halfling ate.
That he was killed and then they ate him. Okay, I thought you meant that they killed him by eating him. That wouldn't happen.
I mean, it's also a possibility, but very unlikely.
I mean, at that point, isn't it just semantics?
Really,
Yeah.
it's just we could get to the tree line.
Let's
and
talk
discuss how.
let's talk
it was
and more getting to the tree line.
Yeah,
Come on,
we're
guys.
talking.
I guide them
talking and
back to
moving.
where we were sitting before.
Okay.
I
So
make
back
sure
toward the. So that's back in this direction over here. Back
Yes,
toward the kind
yes,
of the entrance
yes.
to the valley there.
Because the cliff is also accessible from there, because there's no cliff there.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
and I instruct our earth elemental to follow us through the earth, so his half visible nature will not be seen by others.
Will not be seen. Yes, exactly.
Could you get him to
I-
close the
I
hole
will
down?
make
That's
I will
really-
make a bird call to summon the other halflings, or at least let them alert them to the fact that we're leaving.
Well, it appears they've been watching, because as you guys start heading south from the Temple of Ral, you see their half dozen small figures emerge from cover and kind of bent double. They come rushing to meet up with you.
Goddamn lizard chicken trying to take over my men. You watch
We
your mouth.
literally still have this half an elemental just.
I was just
Right.
It's fine.
No, the elemental is on the elemental is under the
delegating.
ground. The elemental
Okay,
is
it's now on the ground. Okay.
Okay,
can
so
have them
you
back.
go racing across the valley
I don't
floor
want
to
'em.
this direction. You get about halfway there when there is a sudden pop in the air above you, and you see a grey lozenge appear about 50 feet above the ground, and Pakk comes floating through. Let's have an initiative roll, please, people.
He can't see us though, right?
Yeah, sure. You can.
We're invisible. Come on.
Anyone who has intelligence of 13 or higher can make a saving throw against spells to detect invisible creatures.
Do I have? What's my intelligence? 13. Yes.
I'm immune to some.
What's saving throws
illusions.
against spells? Sorry.
So am I.
I believe this is a third or fourth level illusion.
Oh, okay.
Carl will tell you. Okay, initiative from Bingle Bangle, please.
Rolling my.
Sorry, I
intelligence.
was trying to roll my saving throw. Which one is it again?
You don't need to roll a saving throw against invisible creatures. You're not looking for any.
Oh, fair enough.
I rolled a 5, which is less than 19.
So what am I rolling spells?
I rolled a
Intelligence,
6.
I thought he said.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Initiative, please.
Oh, what's the thing you said before that though? Intelligence.
I think you've confused us all.
Yeah,
Too many
I thought
dice.
you said the roll for intelligence, and then
I
roll
did
for-
not. I was
Okay,
describing.
so-
I was describing
yeah.
how someone like Pakk can spot invisible creatures because he's got intelligence 20.
Yeah,
right.
he
That was not
through,
clear to me.
We're rolling initiative, and then if you have a higher than 13 intelligence, you can then potentially spot invisible people, which is how he sees us. So we're not rolling to detect him. We can see him. He was detecting us. We're
Right.
rolling initiative.
Exactly as Panda says.
Thank you, Panda.
It's listing me as tick on the initiative roll, but
Right. Bingle bangle. Inish.
6.
A 6. Portek.
10.
Pardon?
10.
10. The elemental goes 6 after you on 16 because its size huge. Tick.
9. McFarry, 9.
Macfari. Let me change that. Macfari. 9. Matthias.
5.
5. Ra.
I got a 10, but do I get a gold star for listening?
Tin.
4.
take that
I
as a
don't get a
yes.
gold star for listening.
You can get a gold star, but it has no effect in this edition. Right. Nevertheless, Tin, you are first. So, just to give you some quick context, Pakk has appeared in the air through some kind of dimensional gate. He's 50 feet above you and is kind of glaring down at your small group. What do you want to do?
Let's see here. I'm looking for where I am on the map so I can make good decision. Good decision.
Kick his
How high
ass.
is he in the air?
50 feet.
50 feet.
50, right?
Yes, 50.
Yes. Faster.
I will move slightly away from the group because, big glump of people for a spellcaster is just a happy day.
Yep. Cool.
But I am holding
scatter
my
off.
my
And you hold.
action. Yeah.
Gotcha. Good. Okay. Matthias.
I also split from the group and
Yeah.
hide in shadows and hold an action.
Wait, was there something we could hide behind? I would have totally.
Yeah, there's kind of undergrowth and trees and small bushes and stuff like that.
I
so,
thought we were in the open plains. Oh, okay. Well, I'm still standing out there like a smacked ass then.
That's completely fine if you want to drop down behind. You see on
Yeah,
the
I
map,
would-
you see these little kind of little up thrust things. They indicate grass and scrub plains.
Oh, okay.
So
Then I will
there's-
definitely be hiding because
Yeah,
it's,
drop yourself flat. Okay, Matthias, likewise, hide in shadows.
And hold
Can you
an
give me a
action
roll for
to
that, please,
shoot.
Matthias?
I did. 41.
I rolled.
Nice, good. Yep, and Tin, likewise.
Yep, rolled, and I'm hidden.
Nice. Okay, Tin, hiding. Okay, and both holding your actions. Okay, Bingle Bangle.
Yes.
Can I assume to still be hidden, by the way?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I can't hide in shadows or any of that good stuff. So what I'm
cannot.
going to do is, for now, take cover. I guess like this could be like a tree or something. I don't know. If there's a tree,
Yes.
I'm going to take cover underneath it and signal for my halflings to do similar in other areas around, not the same one as me, and just
Okay.
hold their actions.
Chirps
With
and
me.
hoots fly back and forth, and the halflings scatter.
Stand between
Oh.
Ra's legs, yeah.
Okay. Pakk continues to glare down at you. You can see that his chest is rising and falling quite heavily. And you recall briefly this disorientation that you felt when you dropped through the dimensional door into the hidden chamber below. It's possible that he's suffering something similar. At any rate, Macfari.
I'm going to hold for now to see what he does.
Okay. And so Portek and Ra, both on 10.
He is really high up. I can't do anything, so I'm gonna hold my
Actually,
Tulus.
if I see him casting any kind of arcane magic,
Yeah.
can I try and spell filter it?
Absolutely. And anything from Portek?
Oh, sorry,
Portek
I'd
dives-
also like to optimize my armor.
Yes, go ahead.
Portek-
We'll consider that done.
Portek dives into the ground.
You use your action to sink below the
Absolutely.
surface of the earth, finally.
Yes.
Anything for the elemental?
He's underground, He can't reach 50 foot high, can he?
He cannot.
No. So then he's staying on the ground, hidden.
Okay, cool. Right. End of round, guys. Held actions, use them or lose them.
I'm going to optimize my armor fully and stuff, so that it gets up to 31. Is it now? The armor class.
Yes, it goes to 31. Yeah.
Yep.
No, it's 31. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anything from anyone else? Otherwise, we're rolling for the next round.
Being hidden, I'll optimize my armor and just knock an arrow.
Okay. Right. New round initiative, please.
E.
Here we go. Bingle bangle.
7.
Never.
Nyavan.
6.
A 6. McFarry.
5.
Cinco. Okay. Matthias.
7.
Raw.
10 again.
And Tin.
2.
Good job, Tin. Go.
I am still hidden, so I am holding in case he starts to cast or do anything, in which case I will act.
Okay. The diminutive halfling closes his eyes and places his tiny hands to his forehead. At the same time as he manifests his psionics, McFarry, you may take an action as well.
Okay.
God damn it!
Kill him! All right. Can I cast a spell and then, as a move action, hide?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will cast Chaos on him.
Okay, and
But it has a casting time of 5, so that adds 5.
Okay, you start casting.
I think it has a casting time of 5. I will look it up.
Tin, you can come back and check on that. Tin, you said you want to unleash arrows at him. Go right ahead.
Yeah, if he looks like he's focusing, then I am going to very much start.
Yes, casting time 5.
Okay, his armor class is currently 20.
And it'll be 4 because I have 1 knocked.
Okay. Held actions have an initiative penalty of. What's your speed factor on the arrows?
0.
0. So that goes off right away. Okay, nice, good. So it goes off exactly as he manifests his power, because psionics have a power of thing of 0 as well. Go.
Okay, and let me go here. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 20.
49.
Yep, 49
Damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And I will, as they're hitting him, if he is at all disoriented, I will immediately move again and attempt to rehide.
Yep.
And let me go to my roguey stuff.
Okay. While you're rolling that, okay, I'm gonna, because you guys haven't encountered sinuses very often, I am actually going to describe what he's doing so you get an understanding of what's going on here. Right. He uses a high-level ability of a 20th level psion or higher to cast twin powers, which allows him to manifest 2 powers at once. The first thing that he does is to use split personality on himself. That takes 13
That's bad, I assume.
that splits his mind into 2. With the second half of that, he manifests another 2 powers for a total of 4. Split personality is 1. The other 3 are flesh armor, increasing his armor class to 27. Would a 27 mean that any of your arrows missed, Tin?
1, 2.
Muted.
2 of the arrows.
2 of them would have missed. Give me the revised damage for that, please.
That means 27 damage.
27 damage only. Okay. That's okay.
Assuming these are in order of the order above it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flesh armor. Next, body weaponry. Both of his limbs become immense, long sword-like extrusions of steel. 527. And
does my action go off?
511. A blast of psychic energy toward the retreating form of Tin. Tin, save against disintegrate, please. In fact, in this case, it's death magic.
Oh, damn.
And he has some more actions, right?
Oh my God, Rob.
Oh, that's a cry for help if I've ever seen one.
Okay, Tin, you throw yourself into the bushes as the disintegration ray plows into the dirt right behind you. You survive the attack. At that point, the halfling swoops down from the sky, blades wide, straight toward Macfari. He seems to have no trouble seeing you, Macfari. That's him done. That's Tin done. He's unlikely to reach you in time, Macfari. But I'm going to give him a roll anyway. Natural 20. But to be fair, he has taken his action, so no. He skids to a halt on the ground in front of you, Macfari. Weapons at the ready. You continue casting. Portek, you're below the ground. What do you do?
I cast a rock to mud.
On what?
On the whole battle area in which he is at the moment. The whole area.
What's the casting time of that?
3, as far as I remember.
That will ensnare all of your companions as well, yes?
Yeah, but I will also tell my Earth Elemental that as soon as that spell goes off...
Whoa. Spell casting first, please. You start casting. While you are casting, Bingle Bangle and Matthias.
It's underground, I am casting.
Yeah.
Yes.
I fire 2 darts, 2 arrows, darts, needles, whatever you want to call them.
Yep.
And I'm going to fire a magic crossbow bolt at him.
33 and 31.
Both hit.
I need a poison roll.
Saves against both. Damage, please.
He saved, did he?
Yep, both.
I got a nat 20 on my roll.
Oh, damn.
Nice, so that's going to be max damage for that.
Max damage.
Hang on, where are my needles? Starts, there we go.
I believe that's a 7, is it?
With
for
what?
me?
With the dart?
With the raptor, the magic bolt.
Oh, the magic raptor. That is
1d6 plus 1, right?
It's 10. It's d8 plus 2.
Oh, is it? Oh.
10 damage. Okay, good.
So, is he large then? Okay.
No. It's d8 plus 2 for your raptor.
That's 57.
Well, then it's wrong on my sheet.
Okay, I'll fix that. How much, Lee?
57 off.
57.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, nice. And okay, Portek, your spell goes off. The entire ground around, well, up above, everywhere turns to mud. All of you are engulfed. I say engulfed. Embedded in mud now up to knee height as the ground turns to solid mud, to soft mud, and you slowly sink into it.
So my ankles.
Yeah, tick tick. That disrupts your spell.
Tick tick.
Portek, sorry, Matthias. That disrupts your spell. I'm gonna have to. Macfari. Let me just rub it out properly.
Did you just disrupt my spell, you titmouse?
Did you just say you're gonna rub it out?
Oh God.
I didn't think it was this kind of combat.
And we have an action from Ra.
Kick his ass.
Kill him.
Chop him up.
Do I still get my move action?
You can't move because you're stuck in mud.
I don't. Can I reach him?
No, you can't because you're stuck in mud.
There's nothing I can do.
You're just stuck in mud.
Please. New round.
Yeah.
No. I have an Earth Elemental who has an action.
Go ahead.
I instruct him to grab the Psyom and drag him and drown him in the mud.
Okay. Right. He grabs for him. The first attack against him misses, as if the halfling were under some kind of displacement effect that weirdly seems to be coming out of his loincloth. Inish, please.
Ew.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it is that kind of combat. Okay.
Okay. Right. Bingle bangle.
You're going to be so proud. I rolled a 3.
Good job.
Say that you're
Portek.
proud of me, please, Dad.
I'm very proud. Portek. 1. McFarry.
9.
9. Matthias.
4. Are you proud of me as well?
Ra.
4. Are you proud of me?
Oh God, you're so needy, all of you. 10.
Want your approval,
6,
you
and
weirdo?
I don't need your approval, damn it.
You're not my father. Portek.
You're not my dad.
You didn't go for milk.
I cast a haste upon myself and upon the earth elemental.
Okay. Whoa. Let me do the aging first.
Oh, forgot about that.
Portek, you age a year. Your parent age is now 59. That's really, really, really old. And can I get a percentage roll, please, from you, please?
Yes.
God, please don't die to this.
Wow.
Just imagine.
Combat's really taking its toll.
1d100 coming up.
Oh, thank God for that.
17.
Okay, you survive the sudden shock to your system caused by magical aging, and the haste spell takes effect. Nice. Okay, Bagal and Pakk actually at the same time. Bingo bango.
Do I get an extra action then, or not?
No, that comes next.
That happens
round.
next round. Okay.
Okay, so that raptor bolt that I shot at him, did it hit?
Okay, so as you look closely, you've noticed that your first attack against him appears to have missed. The solid damage that you dealt, it's almost as if he was not quite where you thought he was. And Tin, you realize as you kind of skidded to a halt and looked around again, displacement effect means that the first attack from any individual combatant always misses. The halfling has in fact only suffered one injury from a single one of Tin's arrows that actually struck home.
Oh, not even,
I'm about to change
my
that.
2 arrows. My 2 darts didn't hit then.
Magic.
Sorry, the second one did.
Oh, okay.
The first one would have missed.
And he's got something against poison on, naturally, must have.
AC for him?
It's currently now 27.
Okay, well, I hit then, because that's a 38. So it's how much damage is it?
This one now it strikes home. It's D8 plus 2.
D8 plus 2. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me just change that on my sheet so I've got it. Okay.
Osiris has just redeemed
13.
the D20, which goes to Matthias.
13.
Thank you very much, Osiris.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Hey, I rolled. And I tell you what,
happens.
he has just.
Oh, lucky me!
Wow,
I won.
imagine that! Someone.
Well, he's just donated 500 bits as well, which is another one. So let me roll again. Oh, that's going to be a DM, isn't it? It looks like it is. No, it's Tick-Tick.
Oh.
It's with McFarry. D20.
I get a
Yay.
D20. Well, I completely
Thank you
take
very
away what I
much,
just
Osiris.
said. It's clearly a very fair roll.
Okay. An eruption of another 4 powers as Pakk uses the third now of his twin power uses for the day, augmented through his split mind, allowing him to manifest 4 powers at once. So he's burned through every single one of his twin power abilities. He's going to shoot a whole bunch of powers in your direction now.
Oh.
Okay, right. So here's what happens. Where are we? Item saving throw. Right. Matthias, your blowgun disintegrates. First off, so that's another 16 points off there, bringing down to 493 PSBs. Then he unleashes a psychic crush, a wave of psychic force that just blats out down to all of you. You feel what meager psychic defenses you have in your minds stripped away, and everybody takes
5 million damage.
And you're now all level 3 again. Congrats.
6, 7, 8, 9. What a fucking bunch of ones. 10, 11, 12, 13. and 11 is 24 damage to everyone. There's no saving throw against this.
And
not Portek.
And also not the Earth Elemental, right?
Not the Earth Elemental, no. 24. So that puts you on 51, Bingle Bangle. That puts you on 50, 10.
21 for Makari.
What?
21.
I make it 23, but because I got you at 47 HP.
Oh. I'll take it.
Matthias, you're on 62. Portek doesn't get any because he's underground. And Ra, 24. That puts you on 112. Okay.
Just quickly as well, Manx has just donated $18 for 66 inspirations for the players. So thank you very much, Manx. Thank you, Manx.
Psychic Crush was 50.
Thank you. That's very kind.
So if you've got it, remember to use the D6s.
And very needed.
Disintegrate, Psychic Crush. Okay, next. Can we please have a saving throw against spells from... Oh, actually, no. There's no saving throw against this one. How great. Okay, 458. Ra suddenly vanishes with what is clearly some kind of teleport effect. Ra, you have a brief moment of disorientation, and then you are... Oh, it's lovely and cool. Oh, the air is so cool and fresh. A wonderful breeze surrounds you. Just really, really nice. And then a kind of noise.
You're falling, aren't you?
Yeah. Who's got the highest wisdom in the group? They can make an observation.
1400. Sorry, I have 1400. I have 14.
Wisdom 18.
1400. Yeah, I'm so
Portek's
wise.
underground. Tin, can you make me an observation check, please?
Okay.
That's 30 for teleport. Other.
I rolled a 10, so I would be less than 18. So I guess good. I don't even know anymore.
You got a what?
10.
Okay, right. It's just because you're kind of looking around, trying to pay attention to what's going on around you, that you happen to spot now about 900 yards above the ground and rapidly plummeting down at a great rate is a half giant, having been teleported high into the air. Right, and then with the final manifestation of his psychic power, there's another of teleportation magic, and Pakk vanishes from sight. I'm going to ask Ra if there's anything you want to do other than plummet from a great height and then spread yourselves over a large area.
Use your bra as a parachute.
I'm going to think about every choice that has led to this moment. And I'm just going to take a deep breath. And Ra thinks that this is probably potentially it. And she just kind of takes a deep breath and then tries to... If she's gonna die, she wants to die gracefully, and she just kind of spreads her arms out and just tries to relax.
Okay. Your mind is filled with thoughts of slavery in Uruk, the slave caravan, and escaping with Bingle Bangle, making him his singing sticks out of charred wood, the gladiator arena, the execution of Kalak, the war with Uruk. And Zorak, his voice in your mind. It has not been a bad life. Matthias?
And you got to fly.
And you got to fly.
I'm going to try and get out of this mud.
Okay. Portek, can you give me the information on moving out of the mud, please, from the spell description? And I will come back to you in just a second. Tim?
Sorry, also, I pull out a miniature blow dart and I get that ready if he comes back.
Your minigun. Yeah.
I got another one.
Spare.
Yeah.
So it looks like all the things I can do to save her are vicinity. How far up did you say she is?
900.
900, 800, 700, 600, 500.
The second she appears in the air, I'm casting flight and going towards her to hit her en route with...
What do you got flight on now?
Okay.
Well, it takes more than 6 seconds to fall to the ground. So
no, but you've already got it cast.
Your fly spell will still be running, actually.
Oh, so I'm moving straight up towards her. As soon as she comes within contact with me or next turn, I will hit her with flight.
Okay. That's fine. You can streak up toward her because you already have flight. Keep level as you cast. You can cast while flying and slap her with a fly spell.
Yeah, second I lay my hand on her, I'll say, think of flying with me. And he'll pull towards her like this so that she starts to kind of realize she can move.
Ra, you are suddenly still aloft, but borne up by the elements of air. Okay.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
There's no save.
Carl, do you have anything about getting out of?
There's no save. You sink at 1/3 of your body height per round.
So basically, you're on the halfling.
So
you've got 3 rounds. So you've had 1 round. The second round, next round, you will be submerged. Then. So you're currently
Kyle kills us then. So basically,
just okay, so I have a held action from Matthias. You're ready, kind of sinking with your blowgun at the ready.
I get an extra round, so I could use the blowgun.
Right, descending toward the ground with Tin, and finally, Macfari, you have an action.
Okay,
and my Earth Elemental has an action.
Yes.
There's 2 actions actually.
Okay. Is Pakk still visible?
No.
Anywhere?
He appears to have teleported away.
Teleported away. Okay. I will do everything I can to get the hell out of this mud.
You cannot. You continue to sink deeper, now up to your chest. Similarly, as so is poor Bingle Bangle.
Oh my god! It's like the never-ending story.
Don't talk about Artax.
Artax.
Can I fly down, hearing my friends struggling in the mud, swoop and grab and pull them out of the mud?
1 person.
Pick me.
Hey, so you know how we're in a match?
I'm sorry, McFarry. For Ra, it's not even a hard choice.
No,
Forget the chicken.
No.
That being said, am I able to do likewise, Mark? Pull one of them.
As long as you're able to carry them, yes.
I'm
very light. I'm very light.
We're still in the second round.
I will pick up the lizard.
We're just at the end of this, almost at the end of the second round. Yeah. So okay, fine. So Tin. Actually, no. Sorry, you've used your action to get to Ra.
That's
Ra,
true.
however, hasn't had her action. You sweep down and presumably
Follow the sound of my voice.
Follow the sound of my voice.
Am I dead? Am I dead? I can fly. And I'm flying.
Oh my god, you're a flying half giant. This is awesome.
Okay. It's a really rather ungainly descent, but with Tin directing you and Bingle Bangle trying not to scream in a particularly embarrassing fashion, you zero in upon his voice and pull him gloopily out of the mud. So we have the elemental now.
The elemental takes 1 action to remove Matthias from the mud, and takes the other action to remove. Say that's Macfari, right? From the mud as well.
Okay. Picks you both up. It is not slowed by the mud at all, and can easily deposit you both on solid ground.
Okay.
Can I?
Thank you.
End of round 2. Inish, please. Okay, we'll scratch that for drowning. Not need to keep track of that anymore. Bengal.
Wait, hold on. Where's it gone?
Just a quick question. What would it be as a roll to pull someone out of the mud? So if I was to do
We're
that
all
with
out.
Fari?
We're all out.
Everyone's out now because of the elemental. The elemental got the others out.
Oh my!
But it would be a +3, but not that it matters. Okay, Bingle Bangle a 1. Portek.
A 6.
A 6. You're applying the -2 for haste?
No, 4. Sorry.
4. Okay, Macfari.
Oh dear. Hold on. Casting time. Okay. Right. I'm going to be casting for an entire round.
Starting when?
Starting at
now, obviously.
Nah. Sell on 1.
Good. Matthias.
4.
4. Ra.
10.
I say, Ra, stay near me.
10.
It's a 6, and I still don't require your approval.
6. Okay. Right, McFiery, you begin casting. At the same time, Bingle Bangle.
Yeah, so he's disappeared, right? Pakk has.
Somewhere, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to hold my action for now.
Okay, right. He appears out of one of the nearby bushes, rushes forward, and strikes at McFiery while he's casting his spell. 17 plus 9 will hit armor class 26. McFiery's armor class is 14. McFiery, your spell is immediately disrupted, and Pakk vanishes from sight seconds later.
How much damage?
I haven't rolled it yet.
Do our held actions go off?
This is the beginning of the round.
Oh,
there's no held actions.
Doesn't go over, does it?
Nope. It's 6 points of damage. It's a kind of a long, slender needle, like a punch needle. And can I get a saving throw against poison from you, please? Puts you on 17 hit points.
Is this me you're talking to?
It's you, McFarry. Yes. 7 against poison, please.
Poison. I'm going to reuse my reroll. I have a d20.
Yeah.
And a d6, remember.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
You bat the poisoned dart away at the last second. It's still left a nasty score down your side. Pakk kind of runs past you, looks over his shoulder briefly, closes his eyes in concentration, and then bam, is gone again.
I'm starting to hate this guy.
Good. That's why he's there. Bingle Bangle, you had a held action, I think, on one.
Yes, I did. Yes.
You want to take a shot at him while he goes running past you, may do so.
I'm assuming the spell I had was lost, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he running like past me?
No, he kind of runs out from a bush, stabs McFarry with his poisoned punch needle, then runs off a short distance and teleports away. But in that brief time that you can do that he does
I can take a shot at him. Okay, yeah. I'm going to try that then. Otherwise, I would have ran at him with my sticks.
AC 27.
Okay, 29.
You absolutely can run at him with your sticks if you want.
Oh, well, I'm going to do that then, because I get like 5 million hits. How many is it? For the first round, it's 3 and then...
4.
4 and then...
4 and then 5.
4 and then 1? I don't know how many.
No, it's 3 and 1.
Okay, so it's 3
and
1 and 1 on... Yeah, I want it. I'm just trying to figure out... Yeah, okay. So that's...
You unleash a whoop-ass of strikes against him. So
2 of those hit.
2 of those hit. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So give me damage for those.
Your...
23. Okay. He actually stumbles as the singing sticks strike home, almost loses his footing, and you can see him bleeding quite badly from behind his ear, where you're caught in a clout across the side of the head. And then his teleportation effect goes off, and he is gone from sight. Right.
Portek. Damn it.
Nope, can't be disrupted. Has an initiative count of 0. Portek and Matthias. Portek, you would probably go first, given that you're hasted, but I don't care which way you do it.
Well, he's already been, so it doesn't really matter what we do.
Yeah, that was on a 1. You're on 4.
So I can't react to him. He's gone, basically.
Yep.
I'm going to delay my action.
You're going to hold. Okay.
Yeah.
Matthias?
Nice spot where he's teleported to.
Your observation.
I have.
Give me an observation roll, please.
Observation.
Yeah, okay. So you just spotted the corner of your vision, and it's about 100 feet away. One of the trees, the top of it, you can see a branch just descending ever so slightly, and you think you can see a pair of little halfling feet poking out from the foliage. So he's up a tree about 100 feet away.
I point him out to everyone.
Okay.
And I then hide if I can.
Yep. Just give me a roll for that.
63.
Okay, all right. Portek, you still have a held action, and we're next to Tin.
Tin can shoot him.
I will. No, I will. As I came back down to the ground with Rob, I was unable to pull anybody out. I will have to wait a little bit longer because I have a 7 cast time as I'm trying to knit together the bird.
So you're starting to cast now.
Shoot him!
6. That goes off on 13. Okay. Ra on 10.
him? With the directions from Matthias, am I able to fly over there in time?
You can certainly, yes, you'll absolutely be able to.
I will fly over, and then, if possible, in flight, hit him with my Latulus.
Okay. Tim, can I have the movement rate for fly, please?
18.
18, thank you. So actually, you won't be able to reach him in time.
What if I
because
use
he's-
my boots of my boot jump and then fly?
Let me check for you. What's the distance you can jump with your boots?
Check. Movement 12.
You're only 10 feet short, so yes, the boots will allow you to take a leap and a fly, and then be upon them. Absolutely.
All right. And how many attacks do I have? Because it says 7/2.
Okay, so 3 the first round.
I thought I got. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, and then one with
And
the
then
offhand.
an offhand.
Mhm.
Christ. Okay, so
right.
3 of those hit.
And he's a small, medium.
Mark.
He is small.
Mark. So,
Yeah.
So if you're moving vertically, the creature is affected and able to move vertically and horizontally at a rate of 18, but twice that if in a dive. So if the dive is
right.
there.
So you sweep across the intervening ground and quite simply slam into the tree. There is a horrified shriek from within as you quite literally burst through the foliage and hew 1, 2, 3 times at Pakk. Ra goes out the other side of the tree and kind of screeches to a halt. There's blood dripping from her Latulus. And then a body falls from the tree. Pakk lying motionless on the earth below.
Okay.
Well done.
If out of initiative, I fly down and I make sure he's dead. Like, I check for a pulse, and if I feel anything, it's like, snap neck. Just kill him.
Pop his head off.
I'm churning butter.
I will, if we're not out of initiative, I will use my held action to shoot a magic missile at him, just to make sure he's dead.
And I will do my my cure serious wounds will finally go off on McFarry.
Okay. A short, brutal combat against the halfling Mindbender is over. One of the things about telepaths is their physical defensive abilities tend to be a little less than they need to. This is proven in your favor once you are able to actually close the distance with him. I see 6 points of damage healed to McFarry there.
7 apparently.
+1.
+1. So McFarry.
Observation though. I thought if he's coming in and out, he's got to be close. That's I just thought I'm going to try and spot him.
Yeah.
If he's going somewhere.
I just
and indeed, Ra, you just you hear the sound of some magic missiles slamming in.
You
just to
made
make sure.
me think I was gonna die.
As all this is happening, I'm gonna say, did someone want to speak with him and find out about Corginard, or should we continue to turn him into a paste?
No. We do need to talk to him. So leave something left to interrogate.
I will cease my smashing. And then with the rush of adrenaline, I just make my way back to Tin, either flying or with my boots, and I just like scoop and just pick him up and give him a huge hug, almost to the point you probably feel like my bones are gonna pop, or like something, like it's just really intense. And she's just like, I thought that was it. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad you're okay.
Glad that elemental got us out of that halfling spell, though, that mud spell that almost killed us.
You're right. And I pick up Portek and I do the same thing.
Don't Don't do that to me. I heard what you did to my cousin.
Hey, man.
Wait, I thought he wasn't your cousin.
He lied to me. He lied.
I'm lying. I don't have a cousin.
Not anymore, no. Okay. Before this whole place activates and everybody comes running.
Speaking of which, by the way, you can actually see some of his minions have been watching what's going on, and even now are fleeing for the tree lines back into the forest.
And go. There's some halflings that may need taken care of. No, just
We'll let them go for now.
We don't want them to report back.
Well, the crane will probably get them anyway.
I'm glad I could be I could draw him out and distract him while you guys took care of him, because, clearly he had it out for me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was trying to cast spells or something.
If you don't want them reporting back, I can run and fly over there. I can take care of him. I can
From
do
behind
it.
a nearby bush, Drico calls out, "Do you want us to intercept them?"
Yes.
I look pointedly at Bengal.
All right, then.
Let them have some fun.
And
You
your
deserved it.
halflings disappear off into the undergrowth once more, and off in the distance you hear terrified screaming and running noises. But as for you, you have the body of the Think-Maker at your feet.
We need to know where Corginard's body is.
Get stuff from him, see whether we got any clues on him.
He's carrying very little.
You
A
mentioned
little
that
metal
something
ring
came,
around one finger.
something came from his loincloth.
Yeah, there's a breechcloth of dark leather that's wrapped tightly around his waist. Other than that, nothing that seems particularly remarkable.
Underpants of displacement.
That staff that he was carrying with that blue stone in him, you described that.
There's that as well, yes.
While they're doing all this, can I
actually, sorry, go ahead,
was
Tim.
say while they're going through the puddle of mush for any leftovers, I'm gonna use my last 4th level spell and cast a cure critical on Mekfari, because he definitely looks like he's ready to be put in an oven. And
yeah, let me see it.
We've never had battered chicken.
Yeah, lemon of the bum. Yum 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 yum.
Wow,
I'm right here.
Garbage rolls.
I'm right
so that's
here.
10, so that's another 13.
The 13. Okay, Mekfari, that puts you up to 37.
I will cast a detect magic.
37, you said?
Okay, yeah. Apart from your own items, the ring and the breechcloth detect as magic. Both of them moderate abjuration magic, both protective. In fact, the ring is actually strong abjuration, come to think of it.
Nice.
Okay. Well, we pocket those. The staff is not magic.
No, looking closely at it, the little blue gem on top, you've seen something very much like it before.
Can I praise it?
It doesn't appear to be particularly valuable, but you recall it's very similar to what Tick was wearing around his neck.
Right, yeah. Okay. It allows you to use psionics, right? Without being interfered by the psionetrix.
The psionetrix, yeah.
So let's keep that with us as well. Then I will cast a preservation on the corpse.
Yeah.
I bag the corpse and give it to Ra to carry, so we can question it at a place of our choosing.
Okay.
Oh,
you bundle up the small halfling.
A non-detection on both the on the 3 items and on the corpse.
So that's 4 non-detection spells.
4 non-detection spells.
Okay. All right. What levels were those? You got enough for those? Yeah.
3. Yeah. They're wizard spells. Yeah.
Can I grab a fleeing halfling?
Portek busies himself with a whole slew of enchantments on Pakk's body and belongings, bundles him up, gives them to Ra. The rest of you bind your wounds, catch your breath from this sudden, rapid, rather brutal little encounter. Fortunately, thanks to the swift thinking of your various party members, the combat skills of Bagal and Ra, it went your way.
Quick question,
So
Mark.
Yes.
Are spell components consumed if the spell was disrupted?
Yes.
They are? Okay.
Could I have grabbed a fleeing halfling?
You want to have grabbed a fleeing halfling?
If I can, yeah.
They're nowhere near you. They're over. They're about 150 feet away, at least, at the main building when they broke for the trees.
I'm quite fast. If I could run and grab one.
Okay, fine. While Portek, you're busying yourself with the spells, Matthias, you hair off toward the tree line and manage to intercept Draco right before he's about to put a very large obsidian dagger through the base of the skull of one of the other halflings, who he's got pinned to the ground. The other halfling is squealing and flailing and shrieking, and Draco kind of looks up.
I need that one.
Do you want to do it? He hands you the dagger.
I want to question him first, and then you can have him.
No, fine. Picks him up and shoves him over to you. The halfling kind of stumbles and looks up at you.
Follow me.
The halfling looks at you in complete terror.
I allow him to walk. If he tries to run off, I'll just grab him and then pick him up.
Yeah, immediately tries to run away.
I grab him and then walk him over.
Okay. He bites you in the hand for a point of damage while you're picking him up.
I look at him, I say, I lost a dear friend of mine today. And I pull out my small blowgun. But I've still got one more left. I smack him on the head with it. Shut up! And I'll just walk him over.
Okay, Draco accompanies you back. He said he's going to eat your liver.
Oh. Joke's on you, I don't have any. I bring him over to Bengal and I say, ask him if he knows where Corginard is. Or the remains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's Corginard and where are his remains if he's really dead?
The halfling looks at you, looks down toward Pakk. Pakk told you he was consumed in his work.
Okay.
And you recall Pakk using those exact words, of course. And
yeah.
them not detecting as a lie.
So, was he eaten by that plant monster then?
His strength is within Pakk now.
That wasn't my strength then, was it?
I think Tin was right.
They ate him.
Pakk ate him.
Yes.
Yes, that's what it's sounding like. Yes.
Right. So now what then? Because we've killed Pakk.
How long?
The halfling points toward the long kind of punch dagger thing that's lying in his hand. You realize it's actually a shard of bone. A long, thin, sharpened shard of bone.
Oh. And what is that?
That is all that remains.
Of Corginard?
Oh.
Toothpick.
Nice.
How did Corginard get defeated by this halfling when we killed him? So
well, he's trapped.
Telepathic treachery.
Fell into a trap, I do. I look to Draco. I say, yeah, you can have him now.
Draco wanders over, and as the halfling turns to be like, what? Draco just puts his dagger into the base of the halfling's skull. The halfling just drops a marionette. It's strings cut.
So what he's saying is, if that bone there belongs to Corginard, at least we have something that belongs to him.
Exactly. Let's keep that safe.
Mm-hmm.
DM, I'm pretty sure that's not enough to bring him back.
I punched the remains of Pakk in the bag.
Okay. A resurrection spell needs physical remains. If you don't have all the physical remains, it's less effective. So a fragment of, it's probably thigh bone, actually. A fragment of thigh bone.
Not enough. No.
I mean, yeah, there's a chance, but it's not a very good one.
Yeah, it's fair.
Can you reconstitute the body with that or not? Is there a possibility of doing that?
Can we combine all of our D6s and give them to
If
Tim?
he was still alive, you could regenerate a body, but I mean, you can't regenerate a body from a bone, you know.
I'd need a lot
Can
of
we
time
put him
with
in a new body?
restoration.
Can we gift all of our D6s to Tin for this resurrection chance?
Is there a possibility of us getting him a new body?
All these things are possible.
I could see the problem is it would take
How
me
possible?
time, but I mean, really, I could regenerate him over time, but I'm going to need time.
How much?
From that, first, I'd have to regenerate a leg, probably 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks.
No, you could not. You can't regenerate from a bone. Regenerate only works on living things.
It sucks balls. No, there's no way in hell we're going to pull this off.
Well, the resurrection is a chance. That's what Mark's saying.
Yeah.
And he didn't say no to us gifting you all of our D6s.
Yeah, no.
He's still not saying no.
Look, see, it's that face where he's like, I'm washing my hands of this. I know that face.
I don't know if it's even worth it. It's if with the amount that I'm working with and the difficulties of reconstituting that much matter from the ground to the
That
living.
makes sense. I understand, but I think the whole point we came here was for Corginard, right?
If you would actually do a resurrection spell which is supported by other priests and or druids, would that make the success
Increase
chance?
chances.
That I don't know.
I mean, didn't we all discuss that it's Tin's choice what he wants to do?
We did.
I don't know if more druids or priests would be able to help. One, where would we find druids and priests that powerful?
Well,
what about where you became a druid and where they resurrected,
he slumbers.
Yeah.
He slumbers. And
Desverendi's Valley, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is that we do have an ally there, but the question is how powerful is the ally? Will he have matured in his skills enough to be able to do this?
So what we're saying is that no one in this current party can do anything for Corginard. So maybe what we need to do is find someone that can, possibly, that we already know of, or
didn't we have a druid
something
back at the
There is Kavas back at Desverendi's Valley, and as June says, yes, the big D, then Desverendi himself. These are indeed options.
Just a quick thank you to June, actually, who donated $5 for a D20 inspiration for Tin, but obviously we can't do that. But Bengal wins it, but I think Bengal's got one already.
No, I've got only a D6.
Oh, you get a D20 as well.
Hell yeah! Thank you.
Okay, so
Thank you
let's
very
go
much,
to
June.
let's go to the valley and see if they can
Cries in
help us.
halfling.
Perhaps if with the assistance of the other two, we could reconstitute from something this small.
I want to ransack this place first.
Okay. Note that you're talking about going back through the forest and back over the mountains. Your search for Corginard was only part of your your reason for coming here.
Yeah, we're supposed to still go to the Hinterlands.
True.
We don't need to bring Corginard back right
Also,
now.
your resurrection spell does not care how long it's been. You can wait.
Oh no! I have
So
5 years and years.
yeah.
I have another. I have another at least 120, 130 years.
Porta casts a preservation spell on the bone.
We should probably rest before we continue forward, though.
Just quickly, Tin. What are the chances of you actually bringing it back via that bone? Do we know what's the? Is there a percentage?
Tin would probably have a better understanding. Dwarf doesn't.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to see if we can get anything from Mark from that.
It's a minimal chance.
If you use a combined spell, can't you up that chance with all the people combining into that spell?
Combine doesn't exist in Dark Sun.
Yeah. So.
It is in my spell list.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe it does. Weird.
First level spell is it in my spell list?
Cleric spells. Cosmos.
Yeah, in Cosmos.
Oh, you're quite right. There it is. Yes. I stand corrected.
Using the spell, 3 to 5 priests combine their abilities so that one of them casts spells and or turns undead at an enhanced level.
Okay, no, it won't have any effect.
Okay, good.
The issue, to put it in game terms, not having a complete body drastically reduces his resurrection survival chance.
Yeah.
That's what it's down to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to search then. I'm going to literally ransack this whole place to see if we can find any more remains.
If I know that, then I'll let all you know. I would need more of this body. Nobody can help. Nobody can assist. We need more of this body to make any meaningful.
Is it typical for halflings to eat the bones?
Yeah, bone marrow, man. Very juicy.
Well,
okay.
Let's search this place anyway. Do you have any spells that can help find a body or
locate corpse?
Well, it's going to be searching then.
Locate bone fragment.
Locate bone fragment. There you go.
I'm going to just pop over the map of.
I have locate objects.
The actual original map is black and white, but I've crudely colorized it because it's almost impossible to make sense of what's going on if you can't see the colors. This is the central area that's referred to as Pakk's lair on the map. You can see there's a stream runs in and runs out of it, forming several kind of circular canals. The kind of dark green lines represent brambleweed hedges. The little brown dirt tracks or small log bridges. And the white and grey patchwork is just cracked marble. The area is largely abandoned. The halflings who were living here with Pakk and studying the psychic arts have fled. You can see there's a well. Okay, I'll just ping it for you. This is the well here. This little area here is some kind of small grove. You think an animal was living in it. You don't see an animal right now, however. This area here is a temple similar to the one that you were ambushed in. This appears to be dedicated to Guthe as opposed to Ral. Here we have what would have been menageries. You can see there are kind of birds chained to little perches and small critics in cages. A collection of animal captives held here. You're not quite sure why. They appear to be well fed anyway. This area.
I released them all.
Oh, okay. They
set them free.
Run from their cages, fly aloft, scuttle away into the undergrowth. Some kind of nose around the area exploring, if their bravery allows them to. This over here is an immense round table, and it is actually as you walk through there that it happens. A rush of psychic energy. Something happened here. Something so potent that its energies still echo. Your vision is momentarily blurred, as if by a blinding sandstorm that suddenly blows by, and you see the granite table again, but standing next to it is Corginard. His radiant skin shines. He seems to be speaking to a group of shadowy figures around the edges of the plaza. You can't hear him. It's just vision, and Pakk stands silently beside him. The Evangian concentrates intensely as he slowly moves around the table. He spreads his hands wide, as if appealing to his audience, touches his hand to his heart, extends it open. Suddenly, he convulses, paws at his head, knees buckle, and as he collapses to the ground under what must only be a massed psychic assault from the figures gathered around the edge of the plaza, Pakk catches him under his wings. Pakk raises 2 fingers, and you see a brambleweed thorn, which he just slides through the Evangian's skin behind his ear. Corginard looks up at Pakk in bewilderment before he drops to the ground in a heap of broken wings and dimming light. The vision comes to its end. An answer then to your question. Pakk was not alone. Others, masters of the mind, were with him. And through their combined power, the Evangian was undone.
Makes you wonder why.
Well, answers may well be forthcoming. Here, another menagerie. You busy yourself with freeing the critics and Occans and Zatals and Sitaks. A small armory, obsidian and wooden weapons only, the simple hunting fare of the halflings. A little kitchen with an adjoining slaughterhouse.
Any remains of Corginard in there?
Produce of the hunt? No. No. Pakk's appetite appears to have been voracious. But it's finally here. This area here, marked 5 on the map, that you find a door that won't open. These 9 objects here, by the way, they look like little hatches. That's actually shitty map drawing. They are actually obsidian pillars that rise from the earth. 9 of them. You have no idea what the hell those are. From within the...
20 foot on the side and solid?
Yeah, huge bloody things.
Oh, okay.
But from this small room, you actually hear a voice calling out. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Oh. What kind of lock is on that door?
What is your name?
Talan. I am Talan. Who are you? You're not Pakk. Let me out. Let me out, please.
Is the door locked?
It is locked, yes. A simple lock.
Is there any magic on the door? Can I use my rogue skills to
say, yeah. I'll try to undo it.
There's no magic. This is not a place of the arcane arts. And the lock itself is actually so poor that...
Any keys visible and hooks or anything?
There's little need for you to roll, Matthias, to get the door open.
Okay.
You unlimber the giant hair lock. And crouched in the gloom beyond, you see a Terran. The reptilian pterodactyl men who primarily make their homes out here in the Hinterlands. He looks apprehensively at you.
Hello.
I activate detect lies.
Where's Pakk?
He's dead.
Oh, thank the Earth Mother. She blesses you all. She blesses us all.
Well,
Who are you and why are you here?
I am a young follower of the path of the mind. I came to study under Pakk when the path of the mind became difficult to walk. I knew him by reputation. Thought he could help.
how did you end up here?
I spoke out against what he did to the Gossamer.
What did he do to the Gossamer?
They killed him.
Why?
Pakk ate him.
Who's they?
They are a powerful order.
The Order?
The Order.
Pakk was allied with them. One of them even. I do not know. The Gossamer came here to speak to them, to plead for reason. He thought them to blame for what was happening. They killed him. They killed him. Are you here to avenge yourself?
We've already killed Pakk. I'll hold my hand out to him to help him up.
He gladly takes it.
And with a small needle, unpoisoned, I prick his finger.
Ow! What are you doing? He stares at his hand as if expecting the touch of poison any second. He's bleeding the normal blood color for a Terran.
We just wanted to make sure that wasn't the wrong color. My apologies.
With your permission, lords, I will be away now.
It's a tiny bit.
You've clearly deeply unnerved him.
He's just checking whether you were not one of the Order's constructs. They bleed white, you see.
If you say so.
They have many spies.
I wish to return only to Lost Scale.
You can do that.
To see my people again.
Go free.
The creature that they ate. Did they eat everything? Is there any of the remains? Where did this act happen?
Kept one bone. He said it would make a mighty weapon against the sorcerer monarchs one day. And Talan kind of sidles out of the cell. And
is there anything else you can tell us about the Order? Where are they located? Do you know anything about them? Did they come here?
Yes, they were here. And I'll just pull the vision up again. And if you size it to fill the whole image screen, everyone, you'll see at the back of it, there's a group of shadowy figures were standing at the edge of the plaza.
Yeah, June put it on not Dark Sun, Lawful Stupid Discord. This
cool.
picture.
Okay, so people can see it there as well. Good.
Yeah.
So you are a student of the mind, right?
The path of the mind, yes.
Yes. Can you show us what their faces look like so that we know?
I did not see them. Dark figures standing at the edge
Is that truth?
of the plaza. Yeah, he's not. The impression you get from him, he's too fucking terrified of you to lie. You think he was absolutely convinced you were trying to poison him. Please, great lords. It has been many weeks since I've seen Lost Scale.
You'll be free to
May
go. I just have one last question. Pakk ate him.
Yes.
Killed him. What was the reason for them killing him? To steal his power?
I think Pakk wanted that, but he was pleading with them to undo what they had done with I can't remember the word.
Psionitrix.
Yes. They would not listen. He said he would stop them if he could.
And with that, he signed his death warrant.
Yes. Mother blesses you. She blesses you for finding me. She will bless you greater for giving me my freedom. Please.
You have your freedom. Go.
We just need to know everything that you know, just to make sure that we can actually do something.
I've told you what I know.
Okay.
Was that a lie?
Yes, it's all true.
Safe travel time.
He takes a step back.
Be careful of the road, though. There are crazed Kreen in the jungles.
A third or fourth step. And then
there are weapons to be had over there in that armory if you need any.
Finds enough courage to turn his back on you. Run away! And run.
Bye.
The night sky is overcast when you finally make your way out of the heart of the lair. The moons are barely visible now as the clouds have rolled in. And there's an unusual silence settles like a fog over Pakk's Valley. You realize that you've become so accustomed to the tick and hum of the forest that you only notice now its absence. Complete silence. No bird, no beast, no tree. And only then does the wind pick up and the conifers pitch lazily like great beasts waking from slumber, and then the sky darkens even further, and like grain spilling from a merchant's broken crate, it opens and water falls. You've never seen anything like it. A shower of rain cascades from the diffuse grayness above and spatters all around you. As the rain soaks the ground, it saturates the colors of the valley and gives them a fresh vibrance under the patchy starlight. The water washes from your foreheads, stings your eyes, as if the whole forest was stricken with grief, shedding tears at Corginard's passing. And despite your grief, there is something purifying about the water as you watch its tiny streams course through the lines etched in your weary hands. And there we leave our heroes for a short break. 2 days from Pax Valley, you have trekked through the forest. Bagal and his halfling scouts leading the way. Constantine, your druidic energies surround the group with a cocoon of balmy temperature. The heat, the humidity touch you not a drop. And finally, eventually, the trees thin and are replaced by desert scrubs. The mulch underfoot covered with drifting sand. And you come stumbling out into the hinterlands. Behind you, the forest ridge rises in, well, ridges covered in mountainous slopes of leafy green. Above that, the great height of the ringing mountains. If you take one more step,
it'll be the furthest you've ever been from home.
And it'll be like that every step you take from here to Dasarachi's. Looking at the map that Hakar showed you, you can see that it is more or less a straight shot north from here, out of the arms of the forest, and toward the distant peaks of the Dragon's Crown Mountains. You have not stopped for more than a handful of hours to wet your lips on the water being carried by Ra, to snatch what forest food have been hunted by the halflings. Desperate to be away from Pax Valley before his Order allies come looking for their missing friend. Just as you did, actually. Now your concerns are to find a place to rest, to recover and heal injuries that you suffered in the battle, and to perhaps identify one or two of the items taken from the Think-Maker. Ahead of you, the wind blows. The dunes turn the edge of the forest into a gnarled wasteland of bare trees and barren rocks. Your halflings seem very uncomfortable about heading out into the hinterlands, and Draco wants to know if you need them to accompany you.
It's probably best if you guys set up camp here. Wait for us to return.
Good, because we don't want to get eaten by the Braxats.
What now?
Hinterlands, 90% Braxats, at least.
Oh. Well, thanks for the heads up.
Good luck, boss. And they disappear back into the trees.
Yep. Oh, okay. Cool. Good talk.
You stumble onwards a little bit, looking for rocky outcroppings that can provide you with some shelter. And there you spot one. A great stone shelf that reaches out over the sands, the rising heat of the sun casting its underside into shadow. Yeah, Jim, we don't talk about Brax's ass. There was an injunction about that and everything.
I can imagine with Tin's spell, we're walking along with a little rain cloud above our head.
Well, there is actually a spell that literally creates a rain cloud above your head.
Oh, really?
He doesn't have that one. Yeah. He just has the general aura of niceness. There is a shape standing atop the rocky outcropping. A crane. Its chitin mottled red and gold. How the fuck did Tick-Tick get here?
How did Tick-Tick get here?
We spend the rest of the game trying to ask and find out how.
As predicted by Melanda, here they are, emerging from the forest down one of the only paths that lead into the hinterlands from their route. Her scrying has proved incredibly accurate in locating your companions. Now they are away from the nasty fungal rotting beneath the trees. Your paths converge once more.
Thank you, Melanda.
You indeed see that Melanda is sitting cross-legged on the rock behind him. And she stands as you approach. My friends, I am glad to find you have emerged from the forest intact. I regret I must ask that Makfari accompany me back to Tyr. There is upheaval in the Veiled Alliance, and I need one of his caliber to assist me. But I will do you a fine trade. And she nods toward Tick-Tick.
Of course, I will join you. Sorry to leave you so suddenly, my friends.
I'll never forgive you. That's fine.
Just make it back in one piece.
Aye. You're welcome.
Good luck
to
on
stay
your
at the
journey.
villa.
Oh, I will. I always help myself to your wine.
That's fine.
As she positions herself in front of you, readying the teleport spell, and Melanda asks, Did you find him?
Corginard was eaten by the halfling Pakk, betrayed by the Order.
Eaten by a halfling.
But fancy that.
But he was our hope of rebirth. The first gossamer to walk beneath the moons. This can't be. She swallows her emotions.
We have one piece of his remains.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There is a small chance, and there is a path. But we will have to focus on it after we've dealt with what we're about to do with.
Most assuredly, Melinda said. Well, then I ask one thing of you. Vengeance in all our names for what they have taken from us.
No, vengeance we can do. That's easy.
Yeah. We started with the halfling. Ra chopped him up into many little pieces. Tried to make soup out of him.
Yeah, I show the bag of mush.
That's what's left of him.
To leave. Yes. Come now, little master. And she places her hand upon your small scaly head, Makfari. Whispers the words of a teleport spell.
I wave as I disappear.
We wave back.
And they are gone.
Tick-Tick.
He a strange little one.
He is, yes. But he's growing on me. How the hell are you going to get home?
Melanda.
Oh, she's going to come back and get us, hopefully. Well, it's good to see you, brother.
I shrug. I'm just a big bug, man.
Didn't think of that.
Well, it's good to see you, brother.
It good to see you too, and you and all.
The Kreen out here have suffered under the psionics. They're charging into the forests, into the jungles to find food. They're not looking good.
Then speed is of essence, yes?
It is. But we've run for 2 days. We need to rest here.
You rest, I guard.
Thank you.
I'll begin moving around the group, casting various spells. I've made a list of it. So I will cast pull the energy from the earth and or from the ground, and I will cast a full heal on myself and on Ra. How hurt does Portek, Matthias, and Bengal look?
Portek is still hurt as all.
No, Bengal is quite badly hurt. 51 out of 80. Makfari, 37 out of 47.
But he's not here.
Oh, sorry, I need to move him. And Matthias is at 61 out of 86.
And Portek's perfectly fine. So I have enough to do. I'll just do the full heals on the other two as well. I don't know if I've ever used that on you, so you would just feel like wind whipping around your body. Any cuts would feel like the wind's pushing them together, knitting it closed, and just
it tickles.
Mm-hmm.
And so you will both be restored to your full hit points.
Thank you, Tin. DM, while we were traveling through the jungles, could we have found a very nice piece of like the rare wood there?
A very nice piece of the rare wood.
What's the rare wood? I can't remember what you call it.
Ranike?
Oh, Agafari.
Something to craft my blowgun out of.
Yeah, Agafari.
Agafari wood.
Agafari, yeah. Could we have found some of that?
Absolutely, yes.
And I hand that to
So,
Ra.
sorry, Tin, healing on who again? Bengal?
Bengal, Tin,
And
Matthias, and Ra.
All right. So actual, just full-on heals.
Full-on heal. Just not even, just going,
Okay.
because I'm about to rest anyway.
Yeah, a single touch heals the wounds of every single person in the party. Beautifully done.
Completely, right?
Yeah.
Yep, completely.
Cool.
So, Ra, you settle down with the Agafari wood. You cannot see, of course, its beautiful blue hue, but you feel the solid bronze-like strength of it and begin working on routing out a chamber down the middle.
I feel like it's something I would have described to her as she was working on it.
Okay, nice.
Take care of my wood.
Give you a bit of flavor text. I'd be like, that's some nice whittling, bro.
I spend all night working on Matthias's wood. That's a 5. I think that does it.
Really excellent. Good. Okay. Yep. By the time you are finished, Matthias,
really long.
the blowgun is a fantastic piece of work.
Excellent.
It's almost as if Ra not being able to see has allowed her to feel the balance more keenly. The hole down the middle is wonderfully fashioned.
Excellent.
An excellent piece of work.
What's that classed as?
That's classed as a blowgun.
Okay. So I didn't know if it was out of Agafari, it would make a difference. So it's not a fine one.
No. The advantage of it being made out of Agafari is you can hit somebody with it and it does damage as a club.
Oh, wow, really?
It also has the additional
D6.
benefit of being made with love and friendship.
Excellent. So,
Which is what really is important here.
So can she do further work on it to then make it fine and then
Yes.
exceptional?
Yeah.
I hand
Wait,
it
can
to
she
you,
do that with
and
my
then you
singing sticks?
Hand it back
Yes.
to me.
What? Since when?
Well,
I can make it better.
you
By the
can,
way-
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's an awesome. I know that you can make it better as well to make it fine and then exceptional, but I just know it takes time.
By the way,
Hey, Ra,
before they
thanks
all
for
go
this
to
really thoughtful gift. I don't like it. Make it better.
Make it. Any chance it could be?
I don't know.
Yes.
Exceptional.
better?
I will have brought some fresh food from Tyr with me,
Nice.
Oh, that's a
and
thing.
there'll be like a feast for them.
With my ring
Jerky.
of not needing food, I also don't need as much sleep. So if I sleep the amount that's needed, and then I wake and then I continue to work on the blowgun or the singing sticks and stuff, is that possible?
For sure, yeah.
Awesome.
The actual crafting time for something that is going to be of actual, finer exceptional manufacture. Just want to check here. I believe it takes twice as long. So yeah, for you, this would be half-did weapon, medium, 5, 1. Okay, so it would take you 2 days to turn these into fine manufacture, and then another 2 days to turn it into exceptional. So that's something you can do on the evening for the next few days, just working away on the...
Oh, a little craft project? Maybe I'll do some knitting next year.
A little hobby. Just
Tick, this has come from my
pull
larder.
out some knitting needles.
Yes.
You didn't have to bring the Tupperware with you.
The what?
The pots.
Got nowhere to clean it, you stupid bug.
Look at these pots. They've got my name engraved into it. It's fine.
You engrave your pots?
Well, yes. How else would you know they're mine?
Are those what those squiggly marks are?
Yes.
I'm gonna go to sleep while they complain about the Tupperware. Conversation I don't want to have to remember.
Well, I mean, you should eat some of the food too.
I'm gonna eat the food ravenously, very quickly, and avoid this conversation.
Okay.
Is there some meat on the bone?
Yeah, there's like, I brought a whole like roasted whatever, not a pig, but something equivalent.
Roasted whatever, my favorite.
An erdlu haunch.
I dig in immediately.
An erdlu haunch. I'll bring it a roasted erdlu haunch. It's already roasted.
Yeah, aprigs, they're a bit like pigs. Cool.
Yeah.
Can I get some jerky?
Yeah, I've got some
That's
jerky.
my thing.
Zatao jerky.
Thank you for your
I
assortment
have
of
tons
roasted
of jerky
what
on
the
me.
fuck.
That's literally how I keep my rations. There's just jerkied meat.
Nice. I should hang out with Tick more. You know, I speak bug. I have no reason not to.
Yeah, seriously, we should just hang. We hang.
Yeah, we hang. We're bros.
Yeah.
Working on Matthias's wood, handling Tick's meat. You just know how it is. Classic night.
Yeah, that's how we roll. It's
Ooh.
That is not how we roll.
So,
A min-max and the rest of the gang. That's our name now.
That's the one.
Carl, identify spells.
well, poor Tick fishes at the end of the dinner.
You try to change the subject. Okay.
A couple of bones out of the fire from the food, cleans them a bit, and then starts carving some intricate designs in the bones. Once he's finished with that, he crosses them and brings forth the scepter with the bright gem on it. And rapidly wraps it with the two carved bones, and then casts a spell, which is no history.
So this is the staff.
No magical staff with the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Where is it?
Is that the one with the blue gem that might be the scion of whatever it's called?
Okay, just give me a minute, please, because there is a thing for this. Yeah, okay. It is known as the Staff of Racket. It's 4 feet long, and its history unveils itself to you. Racket was apparently Pakk's master, and he crafted this item to be usable by one who commands the way. There is a rudimentary psychic intelligence within it. You see Racket placing fragments of his own thoughts into the item. You see also him teaching Pakk how to fill it with psychic power. Presumably, it is already thrumming with such a thing. And you see the water blue crystal being added by Pakk himself after leaving the teachings of Racket behind and aligning himself with the order of psionists known as the Order. It was on him when he met, betrayed, slew, and consumed Corginard. And now I'm telling you about it.
How am I experiencing this moment that he slew Corginard? Is it actually a visual that I see?
It's a combination of vision and emotion and thought and recollection. It's not one thing. It is instead the sum total of awareness that comes with an understanding of the history of the item. Kind of from the staff's perspective, in a way.
Right. Does the staff's perspective actually expands our knowledge of what the spectators look like?
No, they remain unseen.
It's a shame. Okay, interesting. I tell them what I saw, and I put the thing away, and I proceed to. By the way, I'm keeping up the non-detection on these items.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah. And I proceed to prepare the identify spell on the other items that are magical.
Okay, right.
So I start casting the identify spell.
All right.
And then for the next 8 hours, I'm busy with preparing the items. Yeah.
So it will reveal to you the powers of the Staff of Racket. As I said, it's created magically to help psionicists. It has a power attached to it called energy containment. Okay. You can look it up for details if you want, but generally speaking, what it does is it doubles your saving throws against energy-based attacks and reduces the damage from them to 0 and turns it into light.
And that happens automatically when you have it.
You have to activate the power.
Oh, because the spell itself normally activates automatically if you have the psionic.
No, if you make a successful power check, you can double the result of your dice roll when saving against an energy attack.
Yeah, and if you
yeah, and if you make a successful roll, you suffer no damage from the attack, and if you fail, you suffer only half damage, regardless of what the spell description says. And when you absorb the energy, you radiate visible light for a number of rounds equal to the points of damage absorbed. So,
can we put our own psionics into the staff?
Not without an empower ability. Yeah. The staff itself contains a lot of psionic points of its own, and you would make a power check against the energy containment ability to manifest it. Okay, so anybody can use this because you all have at least a modicum of psionic power.
Yes.
Okay. As for the other 2 items, they're a little less esoteric. The breach cloth of displacement, okay, which means the first attack against you from any one source always misses, and it also gives the wearer a +2 to armor class. Nice. The ring is a ring of protection +4.
Whoa.
Damn.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
Are these getting divvied up right away, or are they going to be stored?
Argued about.
Trying to think. Well, we've got the ring's got to either go to Portek or Tin, I would say, to try and keep them 2 alive. This is my own personal view, and I would set the cloak probably to Tick Tick.
Breech cloth. I can't wear it.
You're not at all?
Nope.
Then it would probably go to Bengal then.
Yeah, Bengal is the most likely candidate as it's the right size for Bengal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if no one minds, sure.
Bengal then.
I'll get the magic pants.
And then
magic
the ring.
Pants.
Say the ring. Say either of you 2. Personally, I would probably say Tin, as he's the big healer. Let's try and keep him alive. But either of you 2 it would work well on.
Okay.
I would say I would appreciate it because I get into the melee as much as I do healing and other things as well. So, hell, I have a pretty nice target on my back.
Okay. Let me just go to Lucan. So that puts your armor class up by 2 points.
Oh, sweet.
22 and 33 at full defense.
Yeah.
The first attack against you will miss. I will forget this.
Okay.
So you must remind me.
So I got to remember I'm wearing them. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget your magic
judging,
pants.
Judging from my experience in the last week of Aeroth games, I will forget it a lot.
Yes, I have the exact same problem with my D&D party. One of them is
doesn't
wearing
matter
a
how
cloak
many
of
notes
displacement.
I do or color-coded things. It doesn't fucking make a difference. I will forget. Okay, so Tin, your armor class goes up by 4 points to 21. Full defense will therefore also be 33. And shieldless is also 21. Touch is going to be 16. No dex 21. Rear 21. Okay, and all your saving throws.
That's the main thing I'm worried about. Is saving throws.
All of them.
Wait, what's that? I get 4 on all my saving throws, you said?
Plus 4 on all your saving throws, yeah.
I've just written in all caps, magic pants means first hit misses, and I hope I don't forget.
My thinking is, if it obviously on the saving throws, if he throws another disintegrate at him, at least that's plus 4. Because Tin's the only one that can bring any of us back.
So
I think. I don't think Portek can you?
No, I don't have a race test.
Not for another kind of, I don't know, dozen levels or something like that.
I'm an Earth Priest. I don't get Cosmos higher levels until very, very late.
Level 21. Yeah.
The magic diaper protection? Well, now that just sounds really lame. I don't want it anymore.
Too late.
Made by the great wizard Pampers.
Portek will avail himself of the staff with the stone, if you don't mind.
Yes, that makes sense.
Staff of Racket. Okay, and I will provide little card write-ups for all of these.
Thank you. So I can access the PSPs in the staff, but I cannot replenish them, right?
Correct. I will revise that when I've had a chance to properly look it up, but yes.
Okay. But I can have somebody else restore the PSPs in it who actually has the ability. Right. Okay, well, we'll talk about it later then.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Are those
all right, then.
magical pants clean?
I
mean, we did kill the guy who was wearing them. I mean, did he soil himself?
Please say that they're laundered.
They're not clean.
Well, to be fair, I'm not clean either.
All over them.
Yes.
If nothing
That's okay.
else.
I'm saving those bits for later.
Right.
She might have
the rain would have washed the pack off of it. Yeah, I'm sure.
I'll show.
Yeah, well, presumably they've been stuck in the thing with his body for the last.
Oh, then that's basically just guides.
It's all right.
Really fucking rank. Yeah. To be honest.
So and after that information gets shared by Portek and to the group, you see Portek visibly, as usual, slump completely and utterly exhausted from the identification spell, and
let's leave him here. Joking.
I'll keep watch over the group as they slumber. And
okay, so that's my only question. Are you going to wait the 8 hours for Portek to recover,
yes,
or are you going to hit the road?
I thought we were going to hit the road, and Tin was going to change into something that carries Portek.
Oh yeah.
Well,
we don't have anything to put.
I don't know what I
take in.
Just thinking amongst all of us, I can't think of anything that I could actually become where he's going to be able to just lay on my back.
I can hold him. I can be carrying him like a baby.
To be clear, there is actually enough time. Look, you travel for 8 or so hours.
Okay.
He works on the spell for 8 or so hours and sleeps for 8. That's your 24 there.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Then we're fine. Yeah.
Problem solved.
So the next day, then you leave the overhang behind and set out north across the dunes, slogging annoyingly slowly through the sand. They run kind of crescent wave dunes pretty much north to south from a wind that blows in continually from the west. The landscape just seems vast and open and barren. The alluvial sand wastes. Yes, Arnaud?
Sorry, I have survival sandy wastes, so I will use that.
I have it as well.
Okay, good. So then you're able to tell your companions the best way to move between the dunes at the lower level, crest at the small rise, down at the lower level, crest at the small rise. It's a jackknifing back and forward motion, but it at least gets you away from the darkness of the forest and stumbling out toward the more open lands.
And presumably we're traveling at night?
Yes, completely fine. Yep.
Yeah.
And do I understand from this tick-tick that you're leading the way?
Sure, if that's
Okay.
if that's agreeable to people.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So just make me a quick survival check, please. Run out just to govern what happens next.
Oh God.
I love it when you say it like that.
To govern what happens next. Is it better if I sound like that? Oh, that's a fail. Isn't it?
Oh, that is a fail, yeah.
That is a really bad fail. Okay, so
But
you come.
I have a D6 that I could use, but it wouldn't do any good.
Wouldn't do
'cause it
anything.
wouldn't Be low.
Sure. Mark's like, sure, use it.
I can gift you my D20 if you like.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Good. Okay. Right. I won't.
All right.
So you, a short way ahead of your companions, you're kind of slogging through the dunes, and it's only as you emerge around one of them and you see another rocky outcrop that will at least hopefully provide you with some shelter for the oncoming day. It's only when the rocky outcrop moves, lifts, and turns its enormous head towards you that you realize that it's not a rocky outcrop at all. It rises up from beneath the sand. The sand pours off its back like water running over stone, and the thing lifts its head up and gives a horrendous, monstrous roar.
What the?
Oh my God.
Liz,
Oh.
you have no fucking idea what it is.
Oh.
It's a goddamn Sarlacc, run!
Fuck everything. Fuck it. I fuck off. That's my action. Fuck
I've
off.
had enough of this fucking shit. What the hell?
No, I didn't sign
Okay,
up for
so
this.
what? How big is this thing?
Okay, this creature is 25 feet long, a gargantuan monstrosity of pebble-like dark red hide over an immense body, and it just kind of glares towards you, and already from its mottled red and black body like embers, you can feel heat radiating out towards you.
Oh God!
Hear me out. I cast Fly on Ra, and then I get the fuck out while she flies in like Superman.
Hear me out. Roll for initiative.
No. We don't want to.
What about initiative?
Stop making us.
Okay.
I don't want
Bingle
to.
bangle.
Oh my God.
Wait, hold on.
I'm so in shock. I got a
Did it roll?
12.
Okay, what do we got?
I
Bingle
got a
bangle?
4.
You got a 4. Portek.
6.
A 6. McFarry.
Who?
You mean
no, you're
tick
tick
tick?
again, isn't it?
I know. I'm just confusing you today, aren't I?
I can't keep up. I'm too old.
8. Ocho.
Ocho. Matthias.
I drop my thing, pick it up, drop it again, look, take a drop, pick it up, and then I rolled a 12 maximum.
Ra.
8.
Oh, thank God for that.
8. And Tin.
5.
5.
Didn't someone have a
Okay.
potion of like fire resistant?
I do.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
You might want
Okay,
to use
so
that.
the Tick Tick comes kind of scuttling back around the dune briefly, looking alarmed, and moments later, well, you see it on the picture there, this immense scaled quadruped is hide like burning embers. A huge fan rises on its back, and it just thunders into your group. Portek, you have a brief single moment to register what it is you're facing. You know it quite clearly as an elemental drake. And then it just kind of comes to a halt in the middle of your group, and from beneath its scales, fire erupts, engulfing all of you in a single searing moment. No saving throws against this.
Oh, damn, really? I've got
No
plus one
saves?
against.
No saves. Yeah.
Do I have that resist?
So
thing?
mean.
I've got something against
Everyone
fire.
takes. What's that?
Can I use?
18 to 26 points of damage, and by the way, it continues to burn. What's that?
Can I use the staff against this?
Okay.
How many points of damage, sorry? 20...
26, I believe I just said.
26.
Can I use the staff against this?
Just a minute, please. Let's run that down. 54 left for Bengal. 51 left for Tin. Tick, tick. Oh, wow.
75.
They got 1,000,000 hit points. A nice
have 1,000,000 hit points.
60 for Matthias. Portek, 42 left. And Ra, 1, 4, 6, 126. Okay. And no sooner has the flames kind of erupted around it than it begins a flurry of snarling, slashing attacks with claws and jaws and a tail like a thunderbolt. Tick Tick, you are going to take the first attack because your kit says I have to. Over here. Attack roll plus 21. So that's going to hit armor class 26. Tick Tick, that's probably a miss for you, isn't it? Yes, the jaws close just in front of your face. The thing roars in frustration, takes a single swipe at you with one of its remaining claws, misses again, and then turns for the next largest target, which is of course the half giant. A claw toward Ra. That hits armor class 30. Blah, 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 blah. That's definitely a hit. Ra, you take 17 points of damage from a swiping whack from the thing's claw. That takes you down to 109 hit points, and behind, the tail sweeps through the remainder of the group like just a huge swinging cavalcade of thick skin and hide, and that's going to strike both Tin and Matthias. Assuming it hits armor class 30. Tin, that is a hit. Matthias, that is a hit. Both of you take 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 8, 19 damage each from as its tail crashes into you. Tin and Matthias are both knocked prone by the impact of the tail. Your next action will have to be spent getting up, or you can attack from the ground at a -4. I said 18, didn't I? So Tin, 33 hit points left. Matthias, 18. That's going to put you on 42. Okay. Bengal.
Okay, you said we were still on fire, right?
The air, the whole air around it is burning. You are currently standing in the fire that surrounds it.
That's horrible. I really don't know what to do in this situation.
Back away!
Run away! Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just run, like, out of the fireball and away from it as fast as possible, possibly while optimizing my armor if I can.
Okay. Oh wait, yes. Sorry, I'm just reading a message from Carl. Yeah, that's fine, Carl. You can make that roll in just a second.
And I sort of call for people to come after me.
To get the hell out of the fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Tin.
I will have to get up and get the fuck away. Is there anywhere, I can't see a map, is there anywhere nearby where there's any kind of cover?
There's sand dunes all around. You can run and get over the top of a sand dune if that's what you want.
That's what I'll do, and then do a quick hide.
Okay, cool. Over the top of the nearest sand dune and hit the ground. Portek, you want to make that power check for me, please?
Yes.
Okay. Power score is 14.
So I'm going to just roll D20, right?
Yeah, just give me a D20.
Here we go. Boom.
Your power check is at +2, so you want a 12 or better.
No, missed it.
A D6?
No, okay.
You got a D6?
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Absolutely.
Okay, then you want 4 or higher on the D6.
Yeah. What, are you kidding me?
Do I give him my D6?
You can't give D6s, but...
No, that's it. Never mind.
Okay, Portek. That's it?
I forgo my action if I use this.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Tick Tick and Ra.
Is it an action to drink a potion?
Yes.
I'm going to drink the potion of fire resistance. I'm then going to use my movement to run behind the creature and basically make as much noise as I can to try and get it to be focusing on me while the others run away. So I'm going to drink run like Jack Sparrow, and then just be like, hey, hey! It's a potion of fire resistance that I have.
Yes, okay.
And I will
you down the potion. The flames that are around you begin to rapidly, they don't so much die away as cease to have their effect. You suspect, though, that some damage has already been done to some of your belongings. You're aware that the let's have a look quickly. Item saving throw a 2. Yes, right. So you're aware that the water that you've been carrying, the heat has split both of the containers, and it is boiling away like steam or spilling onto the sand. Nevertheless, you down your potion, run behind the fire drake, and begin to make a loud hue and cry. Tick-tock.
So that's half the water gone by.
Is
right?
the beast reacting to Ra doing this?
It seems to be so, yes. It's kind of turning its head to see what's going on.
As it does so, I'm going to run in the opposite direction out of the flames, using as much movement as I can to do this, and I'm going to attack it flanking, so from opposite side to where Ra is.
Yes, good.
And I'm just going to go full claw attack.
Yep.
Trying to get it from the side in its underbelly, perhaps.
Yes, good. The sphere of fire that surrounds it is 50 feet in diameter.
Oh wow!
I should point.
So it's in the middle of it.
Oh yeah, it's coming out of its body.
Okay. Then I will ensure that I have enough movement left to get out of it after I've done the attack.
Gotcha.
Can I use my movement action still?
To run away?
Yeah, out of that fire thing. Yeah.
Run away!
I'll use rapid retreat after my attack to do that.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. The Drake is armor class 23.
Okay. So that means I get 6 attacks the first round with my claws. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I get 2 bite attacks. 1, 2. So that's 2 1s in there. Well, that's terrible. 23, you said?
Yes.
So
those ones are the only misses.
Yeah, those ones are the only misses. So that's
nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 claw attacks and 1 bite. My claws, by the way, do +2 damage each because I've got docile enhancements.
Yeah.
So that's, and it's large, so it's, I don't know, not makes a difference, but okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a bite. So each of those claws should be 2 more. So that's 10. Oh God. Actually, I just
58 plus a bite, 6.
So 62. 64.
64, and it has to roll to save versus poison if that's even a thing for this thing.
Pass. 64 is okay. A brilliant streaking flurry of attacks against the thing. And from your vantage point, you notice something that Ra hasn't spotted yet, because she can't see. Presumably, Ra, you've got a Heartbreaker out, yeah?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
don't
okay.
hurt. Don't.
You can
break
see the
up.
metal on Heartbreaker is glowing, first red and then white hot. Okay, tick tick, and then you back
And then
off,
I back off and stand closer to Ra in case I need to come to her aid.
Okay, round to the rear of the thing.
Yeah.
Matthias, finally.
So I'm prone currently, yeah. So can I use I know Tin got up and ran away as well, so can I run away and attack, or is it just I have to get out?
No, your action is to get up, and then
Okay.
you can use a move action to run away if you want.
Oh, okay. Yes, I will do that and just try and get out and put out the flames.
Okay, yeah, you can do that quite easily by rolling around, and I'm assuming that both you and him have a rapid retreat.
Yes, I do, and then I hide if I can.
Yeah, you both got it. Yeah. Okay, and you go kind of skidding over the side of the dune to where Tin is hiding. Let's have a initiative for round 2. Another 1. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing.
That's a good one, that is.
Bagal.
10.
No. Portek. 5. Tick, tick.
6.
6. Matthias.
6.
6. Ra.
Me too.
6. And Tin.
8.
8. Okay. Right, Ra, you're still in the fire. This round, you do get a saving throw because it didn't hit you with surprise. So I'm going to roll damage, and you can make a saving throw against breath weapon. Oh shit! No, you're immune, aren't you? Don't even bother. I am going to roll damage in case anyone else comes into the fire this round. Oh, 10, 16, 18, 19 damage this round. If anyone comes in. And saving throw will be allowed. So, given you're the only one nearby, the thing turns its full elemental fury upon you and claw bite and attempts to floor you with its tail, Ra. Okay. And with a plus 21, it is going to need a 2 or better to hit.
Plus 21.
Claw, bite, tail. All hit. From the claws, that is slash, 15 and 16. 31 damage from the claws. From the tail, 16, 50, another 23. And from the immense savage bite, 10, 7, 18. For a grand total of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3, 4, 5, 62 points of damage.
Fucking hell.
That leaves you on 47. Ra takes one bite after another, claw, and the tail slams her into the ground. She collapses backwards. The thing stands over her. But her head comes up. Down, but not out. Right.
Is there anything I can do to try and avoid being downed, or is that
okay? So for you, you will use your action to get up.
I don't want to
attack from the ground. If you want to attack from the ground, you can, but it's at -4. Okay.
Okay.
It's -4 to you. That's nothing.
Portek.
Portek casts a spell.
Casting time of.
Casting time of 4.
4. Okay. Tick tick. Matthias and Ra.
I'm gonna.
Let Ra
Pardon?
go first.
Okay.
Yeah, go first.
I'm gonna try and just attack this thing from the ground. If it stood over me, I hope it means that I can hit.
Yeah, treated as armor class 27 then from the ground.
I hit all, and I take it it's a large creature.
It is.
You hit all of those. Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, 27.
Yep.
29 minus
103 damage.
how
No, you hit all of them.
Okay, cool. So that's 26, 25, 27, 25 damage as I just twirl my Latulis while I'm like pinned down on the ground by this dinosaur, by the way, Mark. Can't just throw a T-Rex at us. It's not fair.
Just look at his face, he's not happy.
The blade slashes once, twice, a third, a fourth time. The heat of the second round of exposure to its fire melts the metal of Heartbreaker. Molten fragments of it spatter to the ground. You hear them, feel the balance shift, know something terrible has happened to your weapon. And then in front of you, the great beast falls.
But at what cost?
Tick Tick and Matthias, any actions from you?
Is it dead?
It is.
Okay, if Ra is in the flames, I will drag her out of it.
Okay, yeah, the flames don't go away.
No, but I will drag her out of it.
Okay, save against breath weapon, please.
You would have seen me drink a potion of resistance, by the way.
Oh, in that case, I don't know. I'll be like,
save against breath weapon, please.
Okay. I suppose I said that before. Where is it? Breath weapon.
So Heartbreaker.
Okay, so that's only 10 points of damage.
Okay.
As you rush in and drag the half giant out. And Portek, sorry, Matthias, anything from you?
I'll just stand obviously out of the fire, just watching. I know.
Okay, Portek, your spell goes off.
Oh, no, I'm dropping my spell as soon as the creature drops.
Okay, anything from Ra and anything from Tin and Bingle Bangle?
No, other than I assume Tick Tick's is Tick Tick.
He drags a slightly smoking half giant, and
I just run over to her and see if she's all right, because obviously she's just been standing there in the fire this whole time, and I'm like, ah.
I assume this beast is still pretty hot, and so is there fire in the area still, you said?
So the fire continues to burn.
I will summon a lesser water elemental and instruct it to put out the fire.
The water elemental rises from what amount of water?
The water that we have, that I have on me, which is only about...
The one that Ra spilled, remember?
Yeah, we had the water that Ra spilled.
So the last... No, they were all destroyed by the flames.
Oh, they were all destroyed?
Yes,
I thought I had 4 tanks.
Yeah, you were carrying them all, and they were all in the fire.
Sorry, you said it destroyed 2 of them, so that's why I thought I had... My bad. I'll remove the water.
There is enough water pooling in the sand still for you to call the elemental.
Yeah.
And to your horror, it gives its life attempting to put out the fires.
Oh.
They continue to burn. Clearly a great murderous gout summoned by this thing from its connection to the elemental planes. They burn for a total of another... We've had 1, 2, 3... For another 6 minutes before finally going out. And the sand underneath has been turned to glass.
Yeah.
The thing's body just lies there, motionless. Its great eyes staring, tongue hanging out of its immense bestial mouth.
The fuck was this?
I begin instantly feeling over...
This is an elemental drake.
I'm going to move towards the creature and use my animal lore and hunting to start harvesting.
I'm going to be feeling Heartbreaker and actually figuring out where it's broken. So now actually feeling that the ends are basically missing.
Heartbreaker is the Nautilus, right?
Melted. Yeah. It's the masterwork Nautilus.
Made both checks.
Okay, so Constantine. Drake hide is what they're most famous for. Makes excellent leather, hide, or scale armor. So you'd make leather, hide, or scale armor with an armor class bonus equal to the Drake's armor class minus 20. So this thing would make leather armor with a bonus of +3, so equivalent to studded leather.
Okay, am I getting anything else off this?
And it'll make 3 suits of leather, 2 suits of hide, or 1 suit of scale armor. Teeth and claws make excellent weapons. They're not magical, but they're considered to be +2 to hit and damage because of the ivory strength. And the blood of a drake is also valuable because it's used in alchemical solutions. There's also folklore that says that just about any portion of a drake's carcass holds a great deal of magical luck. You've seen any number of people at markets, elven markets, trying to sell, an eyeball of a drake or sphincters and goodness knows what else.
Do I recognize any of these things that might be good components for spells?
The blood primarily, the ivory possibly, but primarily the blood would be useful in spells.
I'll just work on breaking it down and just let me know how much I have of meat.
Okay. So really, I just want to know from you then, Tin. As I said, it's got enough to make 3 suits of leather, 2 suits of hide, or 1 suit of scale armor.
I will check with the others. This is what would you like me to do? How much of this should I gather?
I mean,
this is whatever you make is going to have a bonus of +3 over its normal kind of normal amount. So leather armor would be total of +5, and then kind of going up from there.
I just take a singular Drake scale for luck, because superstition.
I mean, if we make a suit of scale armor for probably, say, like Ra, and
is that going to be better than my current armor, though?
Could be.
So maybe we can also have a look at my armor for a change. I think I could use some better armor too.
Okay, then I could take enough for some hide.
Or one suit of scale that's really good.
One suit of scale.
Okay, so a suit of scale mail armor of this would have.
I wear leather.
That would have armor. That would have armor class +7.
But you can wear leather. You said.
I tend to use leather. Yes.
Yeah.
Take whatever the leather you need.
What I am going to do is I'm going to gather up once the metal of the Lutulus has cooled in the sand. I'm going to pick up all the molten drops of leather of metal that I can find and put them in a pouch, so that we have the metal.
To be completely fair, actually, you don't really have time to make the armor now, so you can just take the hide.
Okay, I'll just take the hide. I'll take the teeth, the claws. I'll definitely gather as much blood as I can. And then take meat and some, other like an eyeball, things of that nature that are definitely identifiable that we can sell later.
Yes, good.
I will cast preservation on it. I don't know whether that helps, but maybe it does.
Absolutely will. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal one claw and make a cool necklace out of it because I like it.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
A victory, yes. But
mending spell, can that help repair Ra's Lotulus?
I would need to see the spell description for that.
Well, I need your judgment call on that.
Yes. Okay. I will have a quick look.
I will forward it to you in the Discord if you want.
What level is mending?
Level 1.
Oh, wizard, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you upcast it?
Not in this edition.
No. Also, how hurt is everyone? If you could let me know. So
I'm at like a quarter of my max health.
This spell repairs small breaks or tears in objects. It will repair a broken ring, chain, link, medallion, slender dagger. No.
Is there any other version of the spell? Like a higher level version?
No, there's not.
Not that I have. So if this exists, I don't have it.
So, noting that Ra is more damaged than I've ever seen anyone in this party damaged. You said you're at a quarter of your health?
I've gone down before,
aren't
so
you
you've
like
seen me more damage before.
Something?
I will give you a rundown of everyone's health right now, okay? Bingle Bangle, 54 out of 80. Constantine, 33 out of 77.
Yeah, I'm aware of
myself. Tick, 65 out of 101. Matthias, 42 out of 86. Portek, 42 out of 68. Ra, 47 out of 152,000. Sorry, 152.
So I will once again stupidly summon my magics, and I will cast a full heal on Ra because anything else is literally just pissing in the wind.
Well, I mean, to be honest though, right now, I would almost. I mean, obviously it's up to you, but like, I'm useless really without my Lutulus. It's probably better to heal the others.
And out of character, I agree with you, but in character, you're getting a full heal.
Okay, fair enough.
Tin is not going to leave Ra damaged, so that's not going to happen.
And you have another weapon, Ra. You're not defenseless.
No, they're both.
I imagine that probably melted. Too,
yeah, white.
Right?
If it turned white hot.
The brand of Nikolaos did not melt because it's magical.
But it's not anywhere near as powerful. I'm going to throw a tantrum in the sand. I'm going to lay on my back and I'm going to kick my feet and I'm going to hit my fists on the ground.
I will do a cure
I'll
critical.
buy you another one.
Cure critical on Bengal.
There's only one heartbreaker.
Wait. You have the ability to weaponsmith, and we've got all the metal, so we can just forge it again.
That's an 18 plus 3.
We just need a forge.
21 to Bengal.
So 21 to Bengal.
Okay. So you're on 75 Bengal.
I will do another critical to Matthias.
I have survival in sandy waste too. I just found that.
So that's going to be 18 for Matthias.
So you're on 60.
Tick, you can have one as well. Why not?
What?
Cure critical.
Okay.
So you're going to get 24.
Cool.
Portek, how much was Portek?
89.
I have. I think I lost 26 hit points.
All right, cure critical for you. While we're throwing them out there, that's a 25. So that's good
That's
for
good
you.
enough. Yeah.
I'm going to
67.
use a full heal on myself and mend everybody's. Sure as fuck, you're not your weariness, but your broken ass bodies.
Okay.
So, I mean, Arnott makes a good point about my weaponsmithing. Is that something that I could do if we were to find a forge?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. I will throw less of a tantrum then.
Besides, if we have a campfire and you've got enough combustible material, you could theoretically melt the metal. You don't need a forge.
For her to make something of the quality of Heartbreaker will require days, if not weeks, of careful work.
Yes.
I bought her an exceptional one.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
it was famous. It was one of a kind.
It was non-magical.
People won't recognize you now as Min and Max. They'll be like, "Yeah, no, you're not
They'll be
Max
like,
though, because you don't have the Latulis."
Where's
Gonna
the
need to get your
purple
art
spear
redone.
thing?
You're gonna have to change the background behind you as well. Just
Yeah.
rub that all out.
But is it both ends that have melted or just one?
Yes.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
up,
both ends.
hold
It's
up.
just a fucking stick.
It's just a
How-
stick now, isn't it?
How
Maybe
dare
maybe you can
invisibility
keep-
work with everything you hold, but potion of fire resistance doesn't carry to my stuff? How dare! I want a
Oh.
refund.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ugh.
snap.
I like this plan. Piss off the DM. No, this is good. This isn't good.
Probably best not to hit the giant fire monster with your metal weapon then.
Well, what was I supposed to do? Use my fist?
Run away! Run away!
Why would I? If I ran away, it would just chase us all. I feel like it's like
Maybe I should have gone
catch
first
up.
and just poisoned it.
Oh
if
Christ!
it was even immune to
I guess I'm happy I was using my claws.
Oh, what about that tail, Mark? Looking at that tail, can we make a weapon out of that tail? Look at that thing.
It's like an axe head.
You can make a decent steak out of the tail. So you have at least dealt with this rather unpleasant surprise encounter, but it has cost you Heartbreaker, but perhaps worse, it has cost you your water as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A
Can I
day or
use the
two
mending
after
spell on to repair the water canisters? Does that work on that?
it would work on a mending per canister, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that. At least we have something to put water back in.
Well, we also know that it rained recently in the forest.
I was gonna say I have water find. I was wondering if I could use it specifically for when we lay camp during the night and, I don't know, locate dew or something and catch it with, I don't know, like a piece of cloth or something.
That is exactly what Waterfind does. The restriction is that that it allows you to find enough water to stop yourself from dehydrating. Nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I shouldn't even bother then.
Those of you with survival in sandy wastes, however, can make me some rolls if you want to try and find actual water sources.
Yes.
I was going to say, I have both sandy waste survival and water find.
So do I.
And because of my ring, I don't need my own water. So if I was to do water find, I would be able to find a giant's portion of water and just not drink it. Is that possible?
So if enough of you have the proficiency, then there's no need to roll for that. We'll assume that.
I was also carrying at least a gallon of water on my own.
I've got my own
water. I have my own water as well. But we also have a druid who can create water. So,
do you create water?
He does.
He's a druid.
Second level spell.
Yeah, I can create water if I find the spell somewhere on my sheet.
Have you been holding out on us, man?
Bro. This whole time?
No one asked. Actually, so this is something I would know, Mark, in character. Can I just use control weather and just make it rain right now?
Look up the spell description.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Bruh.
You don't have access to. He doesn't have access to. create water because he's not bonded to any water element at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have create water because I have to be near water for it to happen. But create weather, yeah, very much. For 4D 12 hours, I can make it rain. So I could just if you are all willing to let me rest, I could create water, though it's not going to be the way you want, and you're going to have to catch it yourselves.
We can use the hide we just stripped from that animal as a gutter.
Mm-hmm. That being said, I would just sit on the ground.
We fixed the water containers, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
I
we'll just
did.
leave them out.
What
the hell?
With your eyebrows, man.
Yeah, I just saw. I don't
Made
know.
me put on my angry
I'm
eyes.
looking at it here. It says, hold on, I'm double checking the spell because I want to make sure that I'm allowed to do it. Because I would just.
We're really just arts and crafting today, huh?
It just looks
Really
like
am.
you used a
Yeah.
Sharpie.
Seems legit. Looking for control weather. See spells that I never thought I'd have to use.
The spell affects
never?
the weather for 4d12 hours in an area of 4d4 square miles.
Yes.
It takes a turn to cast. The current weather conditions are decided by the DM, depending on the climate and season. Right, it's a desert.
I was assuming we had that rain the night before. That might.
That was actually 3 days ago, remember?
Oh,
It'd take
shit.
you
Yeah,
two
no,
extra-
okay then.
2 or 3 days to get out of the forest. We hand-waved that during the break.
Yeah,
for the benefit of
I
our viewers.
forgot about that.
Okay.
So then we may not be able to make some water here.
Precipitation.
I'm looking at everything I have, and it does not have the ability to just make water on command.
We'll drink the drake's blood. It's fine.
You don't, and explain to me how that works. You don't have access to water element spells because of the environment you're in.
He needs to attune.
Yes, it is not. Water is not my element, nor is fire, nor is silt. But if I concentrate in an area that has those things, I then have access to some of those spheres. So if we were near water, I could focus on the land, and the land would grant me the ability to use things within that are outside of my standard purview. I'm locked to certain things like you are, but because of the way
It's about
my
your
powers
attunement.
manifest,
Yeah, I get it. Cool.
I can pull on other things, briefly, depending.
You can change the weather, but you can't make it rain, no.
Okay.
The sky is considered to be clear, so if you look at the chart at the top, you can get anything that's listed under clear, and raining is not one of those.
Damn.
So who doesn't have water find? Let me check that then
I
first.
can
I
find
don't.
water for myself.
As I was trying to say, because so many of you have survival sandy wastes, there's no need for me to make you roll, and we will move on to say the location of a water source fairly quickly.
Yeah, I've already
Nice.
rolled.
Yep.
Sure.
We all look at each other, and then without looking at the horizon at all, we all point in the same direction.
Yeah, we're like, it's that way, Jinx.
Yonder.
Which way do we go? That way.
Yeah.
And then we all smile quietly
so
to
it's
ourselves.
a combination of scent, pheromones picked up by the queen, the scent of moisture upon the air. It is the presence of a pair of weezers flying overhead that Magal spots, these large insects that are known for harvesting water. And it is the sight from the top of a dune by the keen-eyed Constantine of a glint of white and green in the distance that leads you to believe that there is almost certainly water in that direction.
And it's the excitement of Matthias getting out his bath salts that there's water close.
Get on.
It's actually where the rolling dunes give way to the stony barrens. Rising from the flat desert wastelands is a white building of some kind. Yes, Arnaud.
How many days are we going to be traveling doing this? Just out of curiosity.
Your estimation? Okay, so you guys are currently... What, do you mean to get to Dragon's Crown from here?
No, to get to this water source or whatever.
Oh, it'll take you probably half a day from where you last were.
Oh, okay. No, I was just thinking if I could maybe work on making some dazzle.
At your next rest, yes.
Yes.
That will mean you can't use any of your poison for today.
No, I know. I'm just looking at possibly making a Githka for Ra out of dazzle, and how much time that would take. Because I think there's a table for that. I'll have to look it up. Because a Lotulus and a Githka are similar in shape, right?
They're very similar, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, very similar. So anyway, as I say, it's a bleached white ruin, you think. But at the moment, you're a mile or so distant from it. The arches around its exterior are perhaps the size of a half giant. And the tumbled remains of ruined walls suggest a fine building. Must be truly ancient. You didn't even think there were any civilizations out here. And yes, you can see kind of sprouting over the top of the building and hanging down the outsides is green, lush vines or creepers, suggesting a water source within. So,
let's proceed.
Let's make sure there's nothing scary inside.
There is going to be something there because it's green and there's a water source. So everything in this whole desert is going to be flocking towards it, and it's probably going to be protected by the strongest thing here. So,
okay, how do you intend to approach it then?
Carefully.
Is it invisibly?
So you're going to drop an invisibility on the party?
Yes.
Yeah.
It says it takes 20 days to make a one dazzle head for a Githka, so 40 days to make both sides.
Where does it say that? Sorry.
In 3 Kreen of Athos, page 36.
Fine. Yep, gotcha. Okay, I'm just going to compare that with something else.
Okay.
What paragraph?
The crafting. The crafting stuff for weaponsmith in the campaign guide. So just give me that again. A bladed weapon large, and it says what?
It says specifically for Githka.
Yeah.
20 days.
How much?
20 days for one head.
Yep, that matches up with what I've got here.
And
good,
40 days
good.
for both. So
yes, exactly. Good. Okay. So invisibly then, you creep across the sands. Drawing near to the building. You spot movement within through the arches. There's several creatures moving back and forth inside. And squinting against the dust, you see that they are Thrikreen. They are... Well, you know what? I'm going to show you a thing.
they're all crazed.
Yay.
It quite literally says it on...
Oh god, crazed recreate.
It says it
On the map.
Okay, so yeah, kind of looking in, there are about a dozen of them, and looking, they're kind of, most of them are standing around this low rectangular wall, and it's there in that you can see the water. So just to quickly point out,
what's this one here?
The water's here, and this is the plant growth. It looks like the eastern end of the pool has the wall has kind of crumbled away, and the water has seeped out into the sand, allowing a plant life to kind of grow up, and it's kind of gone up and over the top of the building. On this side, there's like a little veranda, and that's the main entrance. And the walls have all crumbled in all directions. There's little rocky outcroppings all around, and here there's quite a large sand dune has blown up against the northern wall of the building. Now, they're almost all of them, should I say, are chattering rapidly in their strange clicking Kreen tongue. And many of them are kind of shoving each other around, hissing, making popping, clacking noises, arguing. and you get the impression that at least one of them, and it's this dude here.
Can I understand them?
You can hear it. This guy here is trying to get them to calm down.
Can I hear it as well?
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I
yeah.
speak
So those of you who speak Kreen, there's arguments over the water, arguments over what to do, over whose Githka this is, over whose egg was the finest. Some of them aren't even making meaningful noises. Weird hissing, mad clicking sounds, and the Kreen standing just at the edge of the water here is shouting at them as best he can to remember their clutch, remember themselves, remember who they are. Control, put the noise from your mind, concentrate, it's just a sound. Anyway, all this back and forward.
I translate this to everybody. Okay. Quietly.
One of them is one of the ones who's a little less insane is shouting things like, hatchling of a putrid egg, get out of my way, I will crush you like a lava. And the one that he's speaking to is flailing madly at the air with his Githka, shouting about feathers, eggs, and feathers, and eggs, elf blood. And the commander, if such is the right word for him, stop it, all of you, stop! Shut your minds to the buzzing. Think of how angry Chuck will be. So all of this is transpiring as you guys are hanging back invisibly, looking through the arches and the ruined walls at what is going on inside.
So how do we want to approach this?
What would be...
We don't.
We don't, yeah.
Don't know.
Mark, given my experiences before I got the medallion, I know exactly what they're talking about.
Yes.
What exactly are they hearing?
They are hearing a high-pitched, angry buzzing noise in their head that drives them to greater and greater pain and agony and ultimately frenzy.
Right.
For you, it was the mellifluous tones of the Hurum beetle that helped.
Yes, and I still have that Hurum beetle.
You do, yes.
Yes. Can the Hurum beetle will calm them, I say. Is there any way we can amplify this sound?
I don't think I have a way to magnify sounds.
You're
Unless
muted.
tin turns into a huge one and
Actually, I was looking at my sheet to see if I could turn into one.
I'm thinking.
But there is no actually, no, I would say with my knowledge of the insects of the area, do I know of a larger bug that I could turn into that would make a similar sound?
No, the Hurum is known for its unique mellifluous tone.
I'm just clutching at straws, but obviously knowing the sound that's coming from Tic-Tics, can I try to replicate it with the whirling of blades or whips?
No,
using a
you would need a
performance?
Hurum beetle.
Yeah.
And it's not something that you can imitate using mimicry of some kind.
Okay, so I'm not going to say no to that because there are various powers that can allow you to mimic sounds. Audible glamour would do it. Various types of the illusion spells can create audible components, so there are ways to do it, yes.
Plasmal force and such, yeah.
But I don't want to kind of,
No.
move it out of hand.
How close do they need to be to it in order for it to calm them?
So Tic-Tic's experience was that you needed to be pretty much on top of it, with it, kind of right around his neck, and allowing yourself to steep in the mellifluous tones of the creature.
And it took a little while. It wasn't like instant.
If we had a way to enhance the sound, I could generate the sound without any barrier. You wouldn't have to worry about messing with yours.
Can we use animal summoning to get them?
The spell?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
Is it summon?
It's a level 4 spell. Animal summoning.
Diamond Anvil, please punch yourself. We're making jokes about the Beatles.
Well, what are you summoning? Summoning animal, I think, would summon an animal. I don't know if it would summon an insect.
Yeah, there's also a spell called Summon Insects, but that summons aggressive swarms, so that doesn't really fit the thing. But the Summon Animal thing, actually, why not?
Are you talking about the cleric spell?
Yes.
The priest spell?
Yeah.
Well, actually, technically, no. Out of character, it's with the Summon Insect spell. It could very well be Summon Insect. It says they will attack, but the enemies. But if I don't have any enemies, perhaps they just listen to my command. It's possible.
I guess that's a ruling for the DM.
There's indeed a ruling for the DM.
Yeah, I would go for Animal Summoning 1. I think that's actually a good application for this particular spell. But that's my call. This is what I would say.
Okay, I've got Summon Insects here. Let me just quickly scan it, and I'll let you know. Summons insects, cloud a swarm to attack foes. No, okay, so that's an offensive spell. Animal Summoning 1. H274, on the other hand.
Can't you summon a steel Lutulis?
8 animals, 4 hit dice or less, whatever sort you want. Yes, that'll work. They're classed as animals because of their animal intelligence.
Yeah, exactly.
So you could indeed do it with animal summoning spell. Yes.
So
Nice.
why don't we summon a bunch of Huron beetles, a whole lot of them?
And how do we capture them and put them in a thing like?
You just command them.
No, they would just listen.
Yeah, and we can also. Why don't we also cast the spell to speak with animals? That also helps us communicate with them.
Tin could do that anyway, can he not?
Yeah, I can do that. Yes.
I can also help if you want.
Okay.
Your call.
So is that what it's going to be?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Will the beetles
lo-
disappear after the spell ends?
I will. Summon animal and target specifically the
Huron beetles.
the Huron beetle.
You sit on the sand and send your druidic senses out into the surrounding stony barrens. It takes some time, but they do respond, skimming low and fast over the ground. Their wing carapaces open, the wings fluttering, producing beautiful rising and falling, mellifluous sound as they come and just circle around Tin's head. Beautiful, peaceful noise.
All right. I'll just, staying in my space, look up them. Friends, would you mind helping those Kreen over there? Stay as close as you can to them without being harmed, but allow your melodic tone to calm their nerves.
At your command, the Huron beetles, like a tiny flight of aircraft on each other's wings,
Stay on
off
target.
across the sand, and almost there, disappear into the ruins. The sound fades, and then once they're in the ruin itself, is amplified by the echoing of their little beetle voices off the stone. Tick, from your vantage point, you can see the Kreen are like, what's that sound? Kind of clutching almost at the air, and the Huron beetles are flying around above them. One Kreen kind of reaches up to grab a beetle out of the air, and one of his companions slaps his claw down. The Kreen responds. Then his attention is taken away by the song of the beetles. And gradually, over the course of the next hour or so, as the sun bakes its way across the sky, the tumult of the crazed Kreen abates, and they find themselves swaying in time to the song of the beetles, settling down by the edge of the pool, occasionally drinking, resting, as the Hurons continue. The commander of the group, the relief is apparent in the set of his limbs and his thorax. cocks his head, leaps up onto the roof, and stands there.
I climb up onto a ridge where I become visible.
So you allow yourself to be visible? Okay.
Yeah. And I stand with my hands out in a sign of peace.
He turns, looks back down toward his charges, leaps from the roof, and comes trotting across the.
I'll meet him about 20 feet away from the party.
Okay.
Do I recognize any kind of markings, tribal?
He's a Jural. You do not recognize any tribal markings at all. There are some, and surprisingly colorful, actually, like kind of swirling circular designs. You've never seen anything like them before.
Interesting.
He has a blue gem, a shard, really, hanging around his neck.
Similar to what I'm wearing?
Yeah, but it's smaller. As I say, little more than a shard of crystal.
Right.
But it appears to be sufficient. His faceted eyes flick down toward your pendant. Did you send the beetles?
My friends did. They are nearby.
Your clutch?
My clutch.
I am Clockstick. Who are you?
I am Tick Tick.
You are far from home. Tick Tick.
I am from the Tablelands, beyond the Ringing Mountains.
Why have you come here? You know.
We seek to undo this buzzing noise that makes our kind mad.
Then our paths are one.
I was hoping you would say that.
We came to collect water. The clutch under my control fractures. You have done me a service.
And we can do this again.
Chuck's chick will wish to speak with you.
Who is Chuck's chick?
Chuck's chick is Tor Kreen.
At this, I am taken aback. Tor Kreen? Here?
Yes. Chuck's chick has come from the north, from the great cities, to investigate.
Cities? Kreen cities?
Yes.
We do not have cities where I am from.
So, Chuck's chick will ask you to join her clutch.
I am guardian to my clutch first. But there can be more than one clutch.
Chuck's chick has greatest clutch. Many hundreds.
They will require soothing too?
Perhaps. Chuck's chick raises clutch as army. To storm Dasarachis.
Then our paths are indeed one.
Speak with your clutch. Ask if they wish to come. If I agree, I take you to Dedge. At this word, there's a sudden strike of racial memory. A circle. The place where the Kreen go when they die. The closest thing in your conception to an afterlife. And yet, Clock 6 speaks as if it were a place you could go.
You speak in riddles. Dedge is a myth.
Dedge is not a myth. Speak with your clutch. I await your answer. He turns and scuttles back toward the ruin.
Scuttle back to them.
Okay. So Tick appears over the dune, back to where you guys have been spying.
I'm assuming that Bengal has been translating all of this.
Yes. I'd be like, oh my god, and then he said this, and then they said this.
And I don't know what that means, but I think that means nipple. But okay.
I think that means anyway. Could be nipple, it could be mother. It's really confusing. Anyway.
Mothers have nipples.
Kreen don't. Anyway, I return to the group.
Just want to say quickly, a massive thank you to the Gilded Troll for the raid. Hope you had a great stream.
Awesome.
Oh, welcome.
Thanks, guys.
Greetings, trolls. That's all. Please carry on.
Yes. Anyway.
I return and relay all this information to the party. And
let's go. I think that's a clear given.
Does this guy know that your clutch isn't all bugs, though?
No.
Okay.
It shouldn't matter because
it's your clutch.
The clutch is sacred.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Donna.
Well, then lead the way.
Besides, I already stated to them I am your guardian.
You are.
So I speak for you.
The problem is that if these are crazed, where they're going to take us, is that going to be like a death?
The dead?
The Dedge.
I mean,
it is a myth among my people. It is like, I thought, like afterlife.
They're going to take us to the afterlife.
But it is place.
Like a city.
Yes.
What if this whole place is a city of crazed Kreen?
Then I think we will die.
Well,
we don't know unless we go, right?
To see the dead, I mean, we'll be them.
But
these beetles that you create, Tin, could you create a big one?
I don't create them. I call them. They're of this land.
I thought Portex summoned them.
No, I did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I could summon a lot more of them. It's just a matter of time.
Judging by what the other Thrakreen said, it seems like our goals align. And I would honestly quite like to see a whole bunch more Tick-Ticks, so I think we should do that.
I agree. I just don't want to be eaten by one.
I almost was already. I don't want to do that.
The only phrase that you didn't immediately recognize from what Tick-Tick said is the phrase Tor Kreen.
Oh, yeah, because we wouldn't have seen those, right?
Bagal, for you, when you translate it means something like settled people.
Right. Because Kreen is their word for people, so it would be another kind of Kreen.
I guess I can infer. Means the wandering people.
Yeah.
And Torkreen means and the
settled.
Torkreen is settled. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy to.
And they live in cities.
Yes.
Oh, I guess so.
You have cities of Kreen.
Yes.
Oh, maybe things are different in the cities. I mean, honestly, the wandering Kreen have not been doing so well, but it might be different. We don't know unless we go.
Well, the question I have is, how long are
that
you
concept
okay?
of a city full of Kreen must frighten the
Hang on,
sorcerer
Carl.
kings to death.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tin, say that again.
They are making army to storm Dasarachis.
Yeah, can you imagine how badass that would be coming over the mountains? Like, hey, Hamanu.
Say that again, Tin.
I don't know if it's worth mentioning, but how long are you okay without your beetle personally?
Me?
Yes.
I am fine without Beetle because I have a necklace.
Without your necklace, how long are you okay?
Every
Without
day.
Without his necklace, he'll make a saving throw every day.
No, my concern is that I will need to rest at some point. I can't just keep summoning beetles until.
I can summon beetles as well. We can maybe combine it.
Plus, the duration is, from what I saw, it's a special duration. I don't know.
It is a special duration, but the beetles would not stay indefinitely.
No, but as long as it's like mission based, isn't it?
It's mission based was to calm them down in that area.
Yeah.
When we leave that area, they have fulfilled their obligation.
Yeah, but but it doesn't mean that they go. It doesn't say that they go. So what you could do,
I could ask them to stay with us, but
you could feed them.
It will be up to them whether they stay or not.
Yeah. If you feed an animal, the animal will be very, very inclined to follow
yeah,
you.
I mean, the way that Tick already carries around a harm beetle, what's to say that we don't have a sort of traveling menagerie almost of beetles with us, as it were?
We could.
Yeah, it's totally within your capabilities.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's within our capabilities.
Put one in each. Put a beetle
give one
in
to
a
each
cage.
Kree?
Yeah.
So you are asking me to
go.
summon these creatures of the land to be imprisoned?
I'm sure
Yes.
Tin will not want
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Do
But
it.
we need to keep them in little cages.
Do you like
because-
living? I like living.
I like living too.
I think we're okay with imprisoning a few beetles for a few days just so we can live. I mean, it seems like a good balance.
Well, you keep them imprisoned for one reason only, and that is to keep them out of the sun. Because if they are in for a longer period exposed to the sun,
We won't be neglecting them or anything.
They will die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
We're
feed
not
them.
gonna
We
let that
feed them.
happen.
We feed them stuff. We keep them shaded, and they will sing to us their merry song of their people, and we will be happy.
Symbiosis.
It makes perfect sense. I remember when we were enslaved, I sang many a great tune. I'll
but
do
that
as you
wasn't
ask.
soothing.
I'll do as you ask.
Then let us go back and meet them, and perhaps we can partake of that water.
What do Huron beetles actually eat?
Well, Tick was looking after
wise DM.
Tin would know, but Dwarf doesn't. What would you say, Mark?
Mark said
Jalabi
fire
fruit.
drake.
Jalabi fruit.
Damn it. Guys, these things are gonna die.
Not necessarily. Isn't that the fruit that we got before? Because I have that fruit.
They subsist on desert condensation and little kind of small insects and like cactus and algae and not algae.
Everything
like
readily available to us, kind of.
I was going to say Tick had some, and he looked after them for a while. So.
Yeah. We got it.
I will do as asked. We should probably go meet these others though. The ones that were already calming.
Yeah, let's rejoin the others.
All right. You make your way then across the sands to the small ruin where Cloxik has explained, it would seem, to the other Kreen what is going on. Under the influence of the Huron beetles, they have calmed down a little, but you can see odd twitches and involuntary motions, and the fact that several of them have just left Chakacha and Githka lying around in the sand, that they are not in their right minds.
Could I maybe take one of the
Don't touch their gift. Don't touch the Githka.
Okay, I'll leave it.
Don't. That'll provoke them. Nothing is more sacred to a Kreen than a Dazzle that he creates.
Clutch, Cloxik says, and you actually now hear there's a basic version of the slave tongue of Common. Good. Your Tick has said you may come to Dedge to meet Chuck's chick. You are foes of order.
Correct.
Yes, we are.
We are foes of order. Our clutches will combine.
Will we be safe at Dredge?
Dedge.
Dedge.
Yes.
Would you require us to prepare for more harem beetles?
Can these
Yes.
I will speak to the harem beetles and ask, you've done us a great service. Would you be willing to go with us a bit further?
Here in the cool with the water and the plants, they are refreshed and sated, and more than willing to accompany you a little further, given the bounty you have shown them so far.
Perhaps we can take some of this water with us.
This was my next point, Ra. Why did you fill up the tanks?
I will say to the harem beetles, I hope to continue to show you this generosity, though I will not promise. I appreciate. And then I'll just, they will accompany us a bit further. If they must leave, then we will call more.
Okay. Well, they lazily fly around the Kreen as you wait until sunset and moonrise to head over the desert by night. And in the meantime, yes, you've using mending to repair the containers, allowing Ra to re-up your water supply.
I do detect poison on the water first.
100 gallons. It is not poisonous, beautiful and fresh.
Nice.
I drink.
I'm going to clean my magic pants in it. No, I'm just kidding.
It instantly soils the water and makes it poisonous.
It's like
have a look around the area while this is all happening.
Okay, so on the map you can see here the veranda here, this spot here, and this spot here appear to be stairways heading downward, but they're heavily choked with sand.
Okay.
And the whole floor of the internal of the building itself, likewise filled with a layer of sand. The as I mentioned before, the pool appears to have broken on the eastern side, the spilling water allowing a little hardy group of desert plants to take hold.
Okay. I look at the plants here. What are those kind of plants that we're looking at?
They're florgal bushes and kanuni trees.
Okay, so nothing weird or peculiar or something.
The florgal bush is pretty fucking weird, but no, nothing that's...
Yeah. Okay.
Stop
The
making
flowers look like butts.
I'm going to have a little look down the stairwells, guys.
In the meantime, I have a quick question for you, DM.
Yes?
Would it be possible, using my docile weaponsmithing ability, to fuse multiple chakchas together, or use the existing docile of existing chakchas that I've made into Githka heads, as opposed to fabricating it from scratch?
Yes, and actually the original design for Githka was a chakcha on a stick.
Right. So
yes,
could I
possible.
make, using 2 or more existing chakchas that I've built, can I make a Githka using Heartbreaker's pole?
Craft weaponsmith. Yes, you can. Make me a craft weaponsmith roll, and that's done.
That being said,
Portek, how are you checking down below? Are you going to phase through the earth or something?
That's what the plan is, but because I'm going into underground things, I'm having a quick look whether I might want to do some invisibility here.
Success.
Good. Okay, so while you wait for the sunset, absolutely you can forge a Githka out of a pair of some of your chakchas using the shaft of Heartbreaker.
Nice. And I present it to Ra.
I feel it with my hands and...
It is made of dazzle, sharp as steel.
Thank you, Tick. That means a lot. Thank you.
We cannot have you be unarmed.
And I kind of like almost bow to Tick Tick. What would that have the same stats as Heartbreak, or will it be kind of?
It doesn't. It has slightly different stats, and you won't be able to attack with it as often. But I'll update your sheet for you after the session to reflect it. But essentially, yeah, the Latulis was based on this weapon initially.
Nice.
So, DM, I'm going to pray on the land, and I'll be sitting by the water and the tree there, and make this land mine. Just need to know what elements are available to me.
That'll give you earth and water.
I'm taking water.
You can pick which one is major and which one is minor. And yes, as Osiris points out, Ra, correctly, this is a massive gift from a queen. To give you a Githkar fashioned from their own dazzle is a truly great bounty.
Ra wouldn't know that so much, but I imagine as we spend more time with the queen, she'll kind of learn how, because she's very grateful, but she doesn't understand how important this is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Maybe Bingal can just sort of mention it to you afterwards. Hint.
Also, Mark, just to remember, because of the type of druid I am, I only get the ones that I pull on. I only get them in minor.
So, okay, yes, good. I'd forgotten that. Thank you. Okay, cool. Finally, then, poor Tech.
An invisibility spell on himself and an invisibility to undead on himself.
Undead. Yeah.
Experience has taught you that all things underground are just full of undead.
We're going down the stairs into the catacombs. Be prepared.
And just do a detect magic on you as well. Loot up, then come back up. It's fine.
I'll see. Yeah, detect magic is not a bad idea. Why not? Yeah, I'll do that as well, and then go down to the ground.
Okay.
No stone unturned.
Yes.
You never know. There might be lore down there.
You find like a magical blowgun or something, or a couple of magical whips.
Let it go. It disintegrated.
I found really beautiful whips. I picked them up. They crumbled to dust.
Okay. So, Lee, you can reveal the rest of the map if you like, because there's another half.
What?
Ooh.
You've been able to see the map this whole time?
Yeah, I don't know, you might have noticed there was a large black spot on the map.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Okay, cool. Right, it's
I
right
didn't
below
either.
Yeah. So yeah, as you are you kind of drifting down through the sand where the stairs were?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you emerge into a subterranean chamber larger than the entire ruin up ahead. And it's on Roll20 now, if you wish to see it. Just scroll down from the main map and at least put it on the screen there for the viewers. You can see where the sand has spilled down into the lower area from up above, all along here, filling the eastern end of an even larger pool of water. The water in here appears to be about a foot deep, beautifully clear, sifted through the sand over many, many years, obviously. And the bottom of the pool, only a foot down, is a layer of mud or silt or something. The actual bottom of the pool could be deeper, but it's long since settled onto a sandy bottom after only a foot of depth. There are a couple of closed doors over here, and through this open archway, you can see what appear to be metal barrels, and columns line both north and south, and the center.
Metal barrels.
Absolutely, metal barrels
filled with undead. Undead whiskey.
Undead whiskey. The worst kind of.
Yummy.
I'm not going to waste my time as standing and gawking. I'm going to go and walk past the colonnade here.
Yeah.
Because my invisibility to undead is very short. It's a couple of rounds only.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a poke through the any magic, because I detect magic on as well, right?
You detect no magic at all. The poking your head through the north and south doorway, you see there. You think they're kind of old storage rooms. There's little shelves on them, but there's nothing of any interest in here. Old dust, a couple of small beetles that scurry away from the sound of your feet moving across the floor. Nothing more than that.
Mm-hmm. And this one, same thing.
Similar, yes.
Okay. and the metal barrels.
Okay, yeah, the barrels, interestingly enough. Yeah, okay. So each would hold about 5 gallons. You think they weigh about 50 pounds each. You're going to you're having a look inside, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a beautiful flowery smell that comes out of them. And although it only shows, shows 8 on there, there's actually 10 of them in the room. And they've got different types of fragrant oil, possibly used by ancients to cleanse the body. Was this place a mortuary, a shrine? Who knows? The barrels are in good shape. They run the chance of being broken if you manhandle them too much, but you think they should withstand moving should you wish to. The contents, you could probably sell as perfume, 5 ceramics per ounce. Each barrel contains 5 gallons, 80 ounces. So each barrel contains 400 ceramic pieces worth of. So there's 4,000 ceramics worth of perfume here. How you would transport it is another matter. The barrels themselves, you think, are worth a couple of silver pieces each, just for the metal.
Okay.
Weird little hole. How on earth you get it out of here, you're not sure, but there you go.
No, exactly. I take samples of the various different oils.
Yeah.
I have, of course, my sample bag with me. So
Two of them turn out to be actually lamp oil, so they're flammable. But the other 8 are all perfumes.
Okay, I'll take them, and I'll be able to enough for them to actually run through an Elamir's fundamental breakdown to see what they actually are made of.
Okay. Yep.
Then I leave them behind. I don't think we need to bring them. They're not necessary for our trip here. I have a look at the water here. How much water is in here? I would guess.
Wow. Okay. Lots and lots and lots. As I said, it appears to be a foot deep, although there's a layer of silt or mud beneath that. And we're looking like 60 foot north-south and over 100 feet east-west. So there's a shit ton of water.
Okay. And there's nothing magical here, right?
You're detecting nothing magical, no.
No, okay. Look, I'm going to go out the same way I came, so along the colonnade there, and back up here, like there's nothing happened.
Yes. Okay, nice.
That's it.
Good.
There's no writing on the walls and stuff, and nothing like that, right?
No writing on the walls. No. Just to quickly, another thing, by the way. Dwarf in Dark Sun create water produces half a gallon.
Oh, that's sad.
Per every experience level. That's not quite the same as in the normal PHP.
Damn, so sad.
I make a good memory of this place so that I can go back there with the teleport if that ever needed to be.
No problem.
Okay.
So you come up and join your companions on the upper level?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. By then, the moon has risen. And Clock's Ick is eager to be going.
Okay.
Have they provisions for the journey? I mean, have they eaten?
Clock's Ick looks at you. We hunt.
Okay.
You yourselves have small rations that you've garnered from the forest, what Tick brought with you, and plenty of water. Okay.
We'll join them in the hunt whenever that happens.
Right. And so with Clock's Ick leading the way, you leave the small ruin behind. You have weathered the ringing mountains and the forest ridge. You have faced a fire drake in personal combat at the cost of Heartbreaker. Briefly at the cost of your water. You have faced and defeated Pakk the Think-Maker. Ahead of you, the last stretch of the journey. The last few miles of wilderness between you and Dasarachi's. And en route there, a Torqueen building an army If the elements are kind, when you at last see the walls of Dasarachis, it will be with an army of mantis warriors at your back. Next session, maybe.